Hello. Hello. If anyone's actually watching, doesn't look like anyone is. Well, I will wait until people get in the room and we will have a little chat. My voice is a little bit effed today, so I do apologize. Don't know why that is, actually. Could be something to do with the weather change, but anyway, hello, if you're here. I'm just adjusting myself at my end, so take no care to me. Some of my intros are just awful, aren't they? I do apologize for that. Just sorting this out. Right, people, hello. If you're here, say hello. Hey there, Rositas, how you doing? Another awful intro to this live stream, but we're going to keep things stepping and move forwards and do our thing. Right, so I thought let's do something a little bit different today. We're going to talk about obviously topical things like Thunderbolts, absolutely flopping. Hello, Mr. Potato. We're going to talk about that very briefly, I feel, because I actually enjoyed the Thunderbolts, and I think it's a bit of a shame that it flopped. But you know, if Marvel, I wanted to talk about if you think the MCU is dead. Now, obviously, that's a bit of a boring, repetitive subject that maybe has been overdone, but why not? I thought Thunderbolts might have just boosted it back up, but we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to go through the Mission Impossible films, because I did a little review on the Mission Impossible film, the most recent one, last Friday or Saturday. And some people agreed. They thought it was not so good. And some people thought it was really good. So let's put this to the test. Let's do a collective ranking of all the Mission Impossible films live together and see what happens. So I've got a little ranking system here, which I'm going to put on the screen very shortly, and we will go through the ranking. First and foremost, let's do some housekeeping. If you've just joined, hit the like button, please. That would be fantastic. For anyone joining just now, please hit the like button. Just do it when you come in, and then we're all good. If you're watching this in a pre-record, do the same thing. As soon as you come in, hit the like button. And also, guys, how you doing? Let me know out of 10 what we're thinking. Are you a 10 out of 10? Is life perfect? Are you a 1 out of 10? Is life awful? Are you a 5 out of 10? Just let me know in the comments. But yeah, I think the first subject we'll go into very shortly is one that is very dear to my heart, because I did enjoy the Thunderbolts. I cannot lie. I thought it was damn good. Now, the ending was a little bit boring, but I actually enjoyed the rest. I thought Florence Pugh was really good. I thought David Harbour was wonderful. I thought everyone was good. I actually thought everyone was really, really good. And I was kind of shocking because I did not expect the Thunderbolts to be any good. It's the first Marvel movie I'm going to tell a lie. I saw Captain America, blah, 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 whatever it's bloody called, literally 2 weeks before I saw Thunderbolts. And that film was absolutely woeful. And I thought to myself, have they not improved themselves after all this time? Are they still making trash? So my hopes for Thunderbolts wasn't that high, but it exceeded my hopes. And maybe that's why I like it, because it exceeded the crap that I'd seen before. If you just joined, hit the like button, please. If you just joined, we're going to be doing a Mission Impossible ranking very, very shortly. So get your votes ready. We're going to go through every single film. We're going to pit them against each other, and then we're going to come out with the winners. And your votes will be interactive. They will be interactive. Can you believe that? You'll be able to vote for your favorite Mission Impossible movie. And we will do that very shortly. But first of all, has anyone seen Thunderbolts? Anyone seen it? Love this comment here. It's time to move on. The characters are tired and the plots are repetitive. I cannot deny that. I mean, listen, I don't work for Disney. I don't work for Marvel. I have no I have no skin in the game, as they say. So if you want to come on and destroy Thunderbolts, go for it. I personally enjoyed it, but hey. That's cheating. Can't have that on screen. Let me remove that and put this one on screen. So yeah, if you guys want to come on and destroy Thunderbolts, let me know. But I thought it was pretty good. So the reason why I'm talking about it is because I thought it was going to kind of herald this new phase 25 or whatever they're on. And we were going to see some incredible results, some amazing films, like a complete resurrection of the MCU. And instead, I'm seeing reports that it's going to lose. In fact, it's going to be the second worst box office return for a Marvel movie since the Marvels. And that is shocking because it's actually, I thought, a pretty good film. If we're comparing it to like Endgame and Infinity War, obviously, you know, and the first Iron Man and the Winter Soldier, then no, it's not great, but it's still pretty good. So yeah, if it's done, it's done, you know, nothing we can do about that. Not specifically talking about Thunderbolts in general, it's time to move to new material. I love that, Matty. When you say new material, what do you mean? Do you mean like just not any more superhero films or not any more MCU or not anymore, or just change the whole thing altogether? What do you mean? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. If anyone else has got any thoughts on Thunderbolts, let me know as well. Also, you guys watching, if you have a mark out of 10 for me in terms of how you're feeling, let me know. We can go through that. But yeah, okay, here's what I loved about it. Here's what I hated, and here's what I love. Let me do the love first. In fact, yeah, let me do the love first, because that way you can kind of get a grasp of where I'm coming from. So I think the first thing is I was not expecting it to be as good as it was. The second thing I loved was Florence Pugh. She's always fantastic in anything she does. It could be the worst film ever, and she will be top notch on her game. Amazing. Fantastic. David Harbour was great. The comedy was hitting. Finally, again, after all these years, the comedy from the MCU was actually hitting again, which is great. I do like the character of Sentry as well. Very powerful character who's maybe a little bit too overpowered, to be honest with you, but I actually enjoyed that character. They definitely suppressed him halfway through. If you've not seen the film, sorry, this is spoiler alert, but they definitely suppress him halfway through the movie because he's just too powerful, and they have to keep the storyline going on somehow because those characters cannot take on Sentry. I thought Julia Louis-Dreyfus was actually pretty good. Now, she's got some criticism from some critics, but I thought she was pretty damn good. The things I didn't like was the terrible ending, which, again, I didn't like the fact they suppressed Sentry. It's still in bits. There's still like elements of the wokeness and all the things they were doing in the past 3 or 4 phases or whatever phase we're on that still lingering in this phase. But I guess that's just how society is right now. So that's not going to change. But overall, I thought it was pretty good. Anyway, so Matty, good question. I'm a bit tired of the superhero motif, the rules that make the stakes almost zero, a character dies, and some kind of time jump brings them back, no consequences. I kind of agree. I do think the problem is, it's like we went on this incredible journey to the top of the roller coaster ride, and now it's kind of just downhill from here, isn't it? There doesn't seem to be any way uphill again. I thought the Marvel would have quit before now, to be honest. Of the past 12 to 13 movies, I think only 3 of them haven't bombed. Yeah, I think Spider-Man, Deadpool, and anyone knows any more? Because I can't think of any. I think it's just those 2 that haven't bombed. It has been pretty damn awful. Why do good movies like Thunderbolts flop? This is a great question. Hello, Scrumby, by the way. This is a magnificent question. Now, I'm guilty of this. I would say up until recently, I've been to the cinema recently, but honestly speaking, I haven't been to the cinema very often. And the reason is I just got tired of films, and not specifically like old films, like new films. I felt there was a lack of originality. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I felt there was a complete lack of originality. So the problem is, I feel like over the past 12 months, there has been some original ideas. However, those movies or films have all flopped. And that is the problem. When people are making these new ideas, I'm guilty as well. I'm not going to take myself off the table here. When people come up with new concepts and new ideas, no one's watching these films. And thusly, Hollywood is completely within their rights to keep making the same slop over and over again. Because ultimately, if they make enough slop, one of them's going to do really well. But if they keep taking chances on these new properties that no one's watching, then yeah, I mean, why would they if no one's going to watch them? So yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one, isn't it? Because I think everyone's yearning for new ideas, but ultimately no one's watching them. So yeah, I agree. Infinity War and Endgame were the pinnacle. Yeah. Hello there. Let me get your name right. Sudhamshu. Am I saying that right? Sudhamshu. Do you have any hopes for the upcoming MCU project? I do. I do think I've heard Fantastic Four's getting some reshoots because the ending was awful. So maybe not for that one, but I do have hopes for the Russo brothers. Their comeback with Robert Downey Jr. I think that should be pretty interesting. In any event, it'd be good to see Robert Downey Jr. in a different role. I want to see how they pull that off, or how they make it flop completely. Either way, it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be like watching a car crash. I question the wisdom of Avengers movies starring Avengers no one cares about. Oh god, that is so true. Well, okay, so Thunderbolts is not an Avengers movie, technically. If you've seen it, I'm not going to give anything away if you haven't seen it. Yeah, I mean, I do now care about these characters, so but I guess you're completely right, because no one watched this film, so you're completely right. The problem they've got, and I think I'm not saying anything particularly revolutionary here, the problem they've got is that they killed or they got rid of all their popular actors like Scarlett Johansson, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans as Captain America. So, and Chris Hemsworth has decided to go on hiatus. I think he is coming back though. Who else did they get rid of? Spider-Man's still going to be there, but I've noticed recently over the past year or so, been a lot of backlash for the boy for this recent Spider-Man. Everyone's like, he's not that good. I think he's pretty good. But yeah, I get what you're saying. It's a strange move, guys. If you've just come in, please hit the like button. I will say it over and over again, because if you don't, then I have to say it. So just hit it, and then we're all good. Thank you for being here. We're maybe now going to go into our Mission Impossible phase. If you've just joined, how we're going to do it is I'm going to go through the films and pit them against each other, have a little discussion, and then you guys will have the chance in the chat to just type in the name of the winner between those two Mission Impossible films. And in theory, well, not just in theory, in mathematical fact, we will then come to a ranking system where the number one Mission Impossible movie is ranked and the last Mission Impossible movie is ranked last, if that makes sense. I don't mean the last Mission Impossible movie. I mean, you know what I mean. So we're going to do that any second now. I suspect that with a film franchise, the previous one can dictate how the next one does, which makes recovering from a dud especially difficult. Exactly right. If you are in a relationship and the person you're with is consistently pissing you off every day, then probably the next day you see them, you're still going to be pissed off. And most likely, quite frankly, it's going to take a while for you to get over that. So it's the same sort of principle. Like if you have your hand bitten by a cat once and it happens again, probably not a good idea to go next to the cat again. So it's the same sort of principle. If you're spending $30, sometimes $50 or £50 to go and watch a movie and you're getting your fingers burned, and that's why I stopped going to the cinema, because there's so many bad films, then yeah, most likely you won't go back again. Okay, one more comment, and I'm going to do Mission Impossible. On the MI subject, show me any scene from the first three, and I can tell you which movie it's from. All the others are just blended from mediocrity. MI4 onwards are all the same. I'm inclined to agree with you, the rodent, but let's go into this as we now move into the phase I like to call, I'm going to make this up on the spot, I like to call Mission is Possible. Let's go through a ranking system right now. Let me get rid of these Thunderbolts because they flopped. Let me get this on screen. Let me see if I can make this any bigger. I don't think I can. Maybe I can. There we go. Right. I don't know. Can you guys see that? Can you guys actually see that? Let me know if you can see that properly, because if not, I can maybe just try and make that a bit bigger. But let me know. Hey Frank, how you doing? Appreciate the nice comment. And yeah, appreciate the comment. Thank you very much. Can you guys see? Can see? Okay. Yes, you can. Let me actually get. This is such an impromptu stream, by the way. I should have really planned for this, but we're all good. Right, you can see it. Cool. Right. Let me just play you guys a little clip to get us in the mood. And then we're going to do this. It's going to be epic, guys. And you, again, if you've just joined the chat, you will have a big say in which movie wins or comes first and comes second and stuff. So just make sure you stick around to the end to see what the results are. So let's get this party started. Right. Okay, Samurai Cop, followed by Mission Impossible ranking. You know what? That to me is the pinnacle of just life. That is the pinnacle of it. It doesn't get much better than that. So let's do this. Mission Impossible 2 versus Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. Now, great comment a minute ago that stated that most of the movies after Mission Impossible 3 kind of blend into one another. This is going to test my knowledge completely, because I'm not going to lie, I kind of feel the same way. So I'm not going to remember which one's which. So you guys are going to have to help me out. But okay, Mission Impossible 2. Mission Impossible 1 came out. I'm not going to go into Mission Impossible 1 too much because we're going to talk about that in a minute. But it came out. It did really well. It was definitely something new, because prior to that, we only really had James Bond. We had Jack Ryan, I think, with Harrison Ford. But really, it was just James Bond. And Tom Cruise was the face of this new super spy. And the film was directed by Brian De Palma. I'm talking too much about Mission Impossible 1, but it done really well. But it was very much a film. You know, it wasn't a movie. It was more of a film. Very good one. Mission Impossible 2 was John Woo at his peak. He'd done his Hong Kong movies. He had just got into Hollywood. He'd done Broken Arrow with John Travolta and Christian Slater. Then he did Face Off with, again, John Travolta, Nicolas Cage. Legendary film. I personally don't think it's a great film, but it is very slapstick. And then he got a chance to direct Mission Impossible 2. No, 3. Mission Impossible 3. So let me just recorrect myself. This is Mission Impossible 3, which is the one afterwards. So there's a massive hiatus between Mission Impossible 2, which is by John Woo, which we'll go into in a minute because I can't read properly, and Mission Impossible 3. And the reason why there was a big gap is because Mission Impossible 2 was a bit of a flop. Commercially, critically, it was just seen as a bit of a flop, which really should have ended the franchise, because we had number 1, which did okay, not like it amazingly well, did okay, and number 2 didn't do very good at all. So number 3 was a bit of a risk. And then we had J.J. Abrams, who just came off the back of his TV shows. Someone can help me out and let me know what TV shows they were, but they were kind of espionage TV shows. I didn't see them myself, but I heard they were good. And he was the new guy in town. Everyone loved him. And he directed Mission Impossible 3. He resurrected it from the grave. It's got maybe the best actor of the past 20, 30 years. Maybe. In Philip Seymour Hoffman as the bad guy. And he is the best bad guy in the whole of the franchise by far. It's just ridiculously stupid to put him up against someone like Tom Cruise. But Tom Cruise and he had just done a film a few years back with Magnolia, so that's probably why I used him. But anyway, I think it's a good film, and I think at the time it was seen as an even better film. I've rewatched it recently. It's an okay film. It is a bit TV drama at times. It's a bit too emotional. There's a bit too much pathos and so forth, but it's okay. Okay, this is going to test my knowledge now. Ghost Protocol. You guys can help me out here. Ghost Protocol is the one directed by Brad Bird, I think. It's the one with the Dubai Tower. Can you guys clarify that for me? Let me just see what you guys are saying here. I haven't read your messages here. It's the one with the Dubai Tower. Is it the one when they go to Russia? Is that the right one? When they go to Russia and then we've got the scene on the ledge and then he jumps off the ledge. Okay, thank you very much, Victor. Brad Bird. Okay, this is all from the dome. All from the dome. Same old cast. Bad guy. Oh, who's the bad guy in this one? Anyone want to help me out? I know this was like Jeremy Renner. This is Jeremy Renner's film, wasn't it? Because this is kind of like the period of Jeremy Renner when they were trying to turn him into the new Bourne, and then he was being primed to be the next main guy to be after Tom Cruise, which didn't happen, was never going to happen. Really, I don't know why they thought that was going to happen. Never going to happen. Guys, this is my personal opinion. This is maybe my second favorite or my third favorite Mission Impossible film, Ghost Protocol. I love Brad Bird's direction. He also directed The Incredibles, and I think a couple other. Did he also direct Wall-E as well? I think he did, but I can't remember. But anyway, I love Ghost. I think it's got the humor. It's kind of like, I think second time Simon Pegg appeared, maybe. It just felt like everything was right. Like everything just came together nicely. There's some really good action. The Burj Khalifa scene is a real spectacle. There's a whole thing at the beginning when they're trying to break into the Kremlin, I think. Like there's so many good set pieces, but there's also a good story. There's good humor. I really, myself, I definitely think it absolutely beats Mission Impossible 3. But now you guys can tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Do you think? And just in the comments, just write 3 or write Protocol or Ghost or something. Write Ghost or 3 in the comments, and I will start counting these votes up. The bad guy from John Wick 1. Oh, is it? I'm going to call him Russian. I know he's not Russian. He's probably maybe Albanian or something in real life. I don't know. Maybe he's Russian. Not too sure. But yeah, what do you guys? 3. We've got so many 3s here. Oh my God. You guys have completely... You do realize, guys, that... Wow. We got Ghost. We got 3 ghosts. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 3s. Anyone else want to vote before I choose Mission Impossible 3? Anyone else got any lasting thoughts? Anyone want to say Ghost? Okay, Recitas, you've come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyone else? Because right now, okay, we got a draw. I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Ghost. Hello, Sagnick. And we got 1, 2, 3, 5. I need another vote. This will be the deciding vote. Who's going to put their 2 cents in? Who's going to do it? Or am I going to have to be the one to? Because you know what's going to happen if I choose. I'm going to choose this one here. Only. Yeah, secondly, I agree. I kind of do agree with you. I'm going to put your comment on screen, actually, so everyone knows what I'm talking about. You say that only Phil Seymour Hoffman. Ooh, another vote. Only Phil Seymour Hoffman shines, and I kind of agree, but also I think that his performance raises the game for everyone. Every scene he's in, everyone's given. Even the scene on the jet carrier with Tom Cruise and Philip Seymour Hoffman. Tom Cruise is going full on just acting mode. Same as that scene in Magnolia when he's crying and he's next to Jason Robards and again Phil Seymour Hoffman's in the background, and he's going full on in that. So he really brings out he did bring out the best in him. Amazing actor. Right, Protocol I think has won this one. Unless anyone can tell me that I am wrong, I believe Super H, hello there, has cast his vote, and that means that unless someone comes in with a last minute vote, that means that Ghost Protocol is going to be going through. Part 3 is the one. Part 3 is the one when he's running through the Chinese market and Zana Benji in the bridge scene. Anyone else? All right, cool. So there we go. So next up is Mission Impossible 2 versus Mission Impossible 1. This to me is a very easy one. So I was about to go off on a bit of a paragraph, or even if you wish, a little speech about Mission Impossible 2. And then I realized my eyesight wasn't great. I was like, I'm talking about the wrong movie. So Mission Impossible 2, very short, sweet with this one. John Woo at the peak of his career, because he didn't actually, this was where his career kind of just went downhill after this. So this film was critically and commercially panned, has some ridiculously silly action sequences. The storyline is just not memorable at all. The bad guy, which I think was Gary Scott, who could have been Wolverine, I think he turned down Wolverine to be in this movie. Gary Scott is not a good bad guy. Just there's so many things wrong with this movie. There's so many things. I think Anthony Hopkins is in this movie. If anyone can fact check me on that, I think Anthony Hopkins is in this movie. I don't think I've watched it since it first came out, and by good choice, honestly. So I'm not going to talk about it too much because it's just, yeah, there we go. He is lovely. Yes, thank God that I got that right. I have to go. Okay, so Risitas, I will star that and I'll come back to that later on. Good to have you here. And we'll speak soon. Hopkins is the one who gives the brief. Yeah, amazing. The marriage is garbage. And I do like Thandwe Newton? Am I getting that right? Thandwe. She was in she's been in so many things. She was in Westworld with Anthony Hopkins as well. But yeah, she's not great in this film. Mission Impossible 1, I think this is an easy vote, by the way, so I'm not going to dwell on this for too long. Mission Impossible 1, Brian De Palma, same guy who did Scarface and The Untouchables and Kiri, so many other films. Amazing director, very visual director, loves Hitchcock. And this first film is the only one in the series that is a real film. Like, it feels like a film. Like, you could put it up against any of the films from the 90s, 80s, and it would match up as a film. And what I mean by that is that the filmmaking is just exquisite. That first half an hour or 20 minutes where they're kind of setting these characters up, if you've not seen it, spoiler alert, setting the characters up and you think, okay, great, Emilio Estevez is there and this character's there, that character's there. I know that actor, John Voight's there. And I think Kristen Scott Thomas is there as well. You're like, whoa, these are like at the time A-list actors. And then you just kill them off in the first 20 minutes. Amazing. And then there's loads of set pieces. I'm not gonna lie, I love this film. It's my favorite Mission Impossible film. So what are we doing, guys? I know some of you just put one straight away. You weren't even waiting for the description. You were like 111. Anyone else want to vote? Anyone want to vote for 2? Because I don't see any 2s yet. I'm only seeing 1s. What's going on? We're going to stick with these 1s. Love John Woo though. Jean Reno. Jean Reno's in it as well. Oh my god. Yes, it's like it's so cool because you have your first cast list, which is like A-listers, and then you think, oh, they're dead. And then you have your second cast, which is they were kind of A-listers, but they're kind of coming off the back of things like Pulp Fiction and Leon. So John Reno had just finished Leon. Ving Rhames had just done Pulp Fiction, and Emile Bert was big in the French game. Yeah, so it was a hell of a choice to just get rid of those characters. Anyway, let's go for number 1. Right. Mission Impossible Fallout versus Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. I believe, I'm going to be really quick with this one. I believe Fallout is Henry Cavill. It's got the bathroom scene. It's got the helicopter scene. It's got the scene in Paris with the motorbikes. It's directed by Christopher McQuarrie. The Mission Impossible Rogue Nation is Christopher McQuarrie's first foray into the franchise. I'm not sure why they didn't go back with Brad Bird, but they didn't. And I think Christopher McQuarrie jumped on board Rogue Nation and did the rewrites, and that's why he got into this film. But anyway, it's irrelevant. I believe Vanessa Kirby's in Rogue Nation, or is she in? No, she's not. She's in Fallout. I think she's in both. And it's also got the British guy who plays the bad guy. He's a really good villain in this film as well. I can't remember what happened in Rogue Nation. I know at the time. Actually, is it the one with Rebecca Ferguson and the swimming pool type thing and the opera and stuff? I think it's that. But everyone's saying Fallout. Everyone is saying Fallout. No one's saying Rogue Nation. All right. So, okay. Guys, if you do like Rogue Nation, you want to vote for Rogue Nation, I will give it a minute and then I'm going to choose the winner. But it looks like Fallout is not going to win this one. But hey, it's going to go up against something else pretty soon. So we'll see what happens. So we are going to go with Fallout. Lovely. Okay, Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, which I saw last Saturday, and I gave my review on the station. On the channel, if you would like to see the review, well, the video's there. Go and have a little watch. I won't say too much, apart from the fact that I fell asleep. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. It is Christopher McQuarrie has. Try and say that. Christopher McQuarrie has directed the most Mission Impossible films. I think every single director has only directed one apart from him. I think he's done 4 now. And I found this film to be slightly underwhelming, had no humor, was too self-serious, and the set pieces for me weren't particularly good. Dead Reckoning, I kind of loved, and it might be my second or third favorite Mission Impossible film. The set pieces were fantastic. The last half an hour on the train is incredible. Like, even leading up to the train is incredible. The storyline's pretty bad. The bad guy's awful, but the bad guy's in this one as well. This is actually the tightest one so far. I'm really curious to see what you guys think about who wins this one. Let me know. Do you think Dead Reckoning or The Final Reckoning should win? I'm so curious to know what you guys think about this one. So okay, let's do this. In the comments, can you write dead or final? Can you write dead or final? That way I can easily see the votes. If you voted already, unfortunately, can you do it again? Then I'll be able to see who wins this round. If you've just joined, there's so many of you in here right now, loving it. If you just joined, can you hit that like button, please? Because, yeah, no, that would be quite beautiful. Quite beautiful. Okay, so we got dead, 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 final, dead, 1, 2, 3. We got 1 vote for Final Reckoning. If anyone loves Final Reckoning, or maybe you've not even seen it, This is your time to jump in. Otherwise, Dead Reckoning is going to win. Yeah, this is your last chance. Hey, Cohen, how you doing? It's been months. Good to see you again, and thank you very much. I'm not going to roast you about Man United. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to behave consummately. I'm going to be the consummate professional. I'm not going to say a word about Manchester United. Right, it looks like Dead Reckoning has won. There we go. All right. So we're back to Mission Impossible 1. I'm just going to adjust myself. Unfortunately, I did a little stretch this morning and hurt my back quite severely. So I'm just going to maneuver myself because I've been like limping around all day long. Oh, God. Not good. Not good. Okay. Mission Impossible 1 versus Ghost Protocol. Right. So I've spoken about Mission Impossible 1. I've said how much I love it. I also love Ghost Protocol. Really fun film. Lots of comedy. Very Brad Bird. Very The Incredibles, if you've seen The Incredibles, or is it just Incredibles? Whatever it's called. Loved it. But what we saying? What we saying? Rodent, you're absolutely right. The Rodent, you're absolutely right. Hit that like button. But whilst you're hitting the like button, people, please vote for which one you like. So put in the comments, can you put 1 or put Ghost? 1 or Ghost. And we will see who wins this one. In the meantime, if you've just joined the chat, well, what we're doing here is we're ranking the Mission Impossible movies from number 1 to number 8. If you can believe that, there's 8 films in the whole saga. Let's call it a saga. And so far, it's going pretty damn well. Prior to that, we were talking about Thunderbolts and how it flopped at the box office, potentially going to lose $100 million. I thought it was a good film. I thought it was kind of a return to form, but it would appear that people have lost their patience. Now, of course, if Thunderbolts is good, and then if Fantastic Four is good, and then if Avengers Doomsday is good, is it Avengers Doomsday or just Doomsday, whatever it's called? If all 3 are good, then we may start to see a real pattern of money coming back into the MCU. If any of those films are flops, that's it. Game over for me. Game over. It's really precarious situation they're in. But anyway, let me look at your guys' votes here. And also, if you just joined, please hit the like button. I've said it about 30 times now. Apologies if you're watching this on a pre-record. 1, 1, 1, 1. Ghost 1, 2, 3, 4. Ghost 1, 2, 3, 4 for the Mission Impossible 1. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Yep, same thing. So if you're in the chat right now, you're watching this, this is your chance. You can have the deciding vote. We have 4 apiece for Ghost and Mission Impossible 1. What's it going to be? Who's going to be the one that breaks this trend? Who's going to do it? Thank you very much. The Rodent, you're very helpful. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Guys, there's 24 of you in here now. There's only 8 of you have said something. So if you're watching and you don't normally get involved and you're just kind of enjoying yourself, that's completely fine. Keep doing that. But I do need you. If you don't jump in, then I'm going to have to be the hero or the villain. So, and I'm more than happy to be either one of those, really. So you know what? I'm going to do it. Mission Impossible 1 is going to win this one. Unless someone jumps in right now, last minute. Mission Impossible 1. Oh, here we go. Cohen did it. Cohen did it. Cohen's the villain. Cohen's the villain. Okay. There we go. Right. So that leaves Mission Impossible 2, which is quite obviously not going to win this. So I'm not even going to bother talking about it. But if you just joined, it's a John Woo film. It was an underwhelming film, box office wise. And I'm saying that, but maybe someone can fact check me on that. Maybe the box office was good, but I just remember it being a bit of a flop. I know critically it was not great. But anyway, if in the comments, put 2, hello Muna, good to see you. Put 2 or put Ghost. Which one do you think is the better movie? 2 or Ghost? Also, If you just joined, hit the like button. Let's probably get AI to just pre-record that and just say it over and over again. Hit the like button. Anyone want to jump in on this one? 2 or Ghost? What's it going to be? I don't even know why I'm bothering to do a vote here. It's pretty obvious what's going to win, isn't it? Okay, Mission Impossible 2 made 546 million. Is that a fact? Is that true? That can't be true. Let me have a look. Because if that's true, ooh, okay, it was actually the highest grossing movie of that year. I thought something was wrong with my statement there. I had an inkling that something was wrong when I said it was like really bad performing. It's actually the biggest hit of that year. I think the year 2000 year 2000. Wow. If you adjust that for inflation, it's probably made like 900, maybe 800. So actually, it wasn't a flop at all. It's actually a huge hit. But I know critically it was absolutely panned. Wow. Amazing. That's incredible. Wow. Ooh. Well, shut my mouth and call me a bitch. Right. So what are we doing with these votes, people? What are we doing with these votes? We got Ghost, 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 Ghost. One person said 2. So Ghost will win. Right. Mission Impossible, I don't know why. Mission Impossible 2 is getting absolutely trounced here. Mission Impossible 3 is back, though. Mission Impossible 3 is back. Now, if you just joined, it's a J.J. Abraham film. I know he gets a lot of criticism, especially on channels that like to have a bit of an echo chamber. I'm not going to name any names of channels, but there's some very popular channels, and they have a go at the same people over and over again. And J.J. Abraham is on that list of people that they have a go at, and I happen to think he's quite a talented director. He's good at creating really good original ideas, but he's not very good at finishing them. But he's actually I think he's a pretty good director. The Last Skywalker, or whatever it was called, was absolutely damn awful. But yeah, I happen to think he's a bloody good director. I've got to like fly. I need to get rid of somehow. But yeah, anyway, what are you guys doing? What are you voting for here? 2 or 3? 2 or 3. Here's your chance. What's it gonna be? We have got 3. Limp Bizkit was sounding. They were. That was the era of that kind of music. They was killing it. 3, 3, 3, 2 is kind of mid, and I'm personally not a fan of the camera work in it. Okay. So we're gonna go for 3. Right. Dead Reckoning Part 1 or Fallout. I think I already know how this is going to go. I personally prefer Dead Reckoning, but I think there's loads of Henry Cavill fans in here, potentially. So I can imagine that he's going to get the votes here. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Fallout, Fallout, Fallout. I just don't care for... anyone want to vote for Dead Reckoning here? Anyone want to give me a hand? No? Fallout, Fallout, Fallout. 1, 2, 3. Fallout, Fallout, Fallout. Crushes Dead Reckoning any day. I personally prefer Dead Reckoning. I say that, but I've only seen it once, so maybe I don't. So I'm not going to ride for it too hard. Right. Let's go for Fallout. There we go. All right. So Dead Reckoning Part 1 versus Rogue Nation. This is a very tight one. This is a tight one. What are we going to do with this tight one? Obviously, big pause there. What are we going to do? What are you guys thinking? So if you just joined, pardon me, just joined, Dead Reckoning Part 1 came out 2023. Christopher McQuarrie directed it. It was his 3rd attempt at the Mission Impossible franchise. It didn't I found a lot of conflicting reviews. I personally enjoyed it, but I understand why people didn't enjoy it. Rogue Nation, on the other hand, which is his first attempt, was completely lauded on its release. The people were like, whoa, this is like the best Mission Impossible ever, man. I don't think it is, but hey, what we voting for? We got Rogue, we got Dead. So in the comments, write Rogue or write Dead. And I will look at your comments and I will see which one wins. We have got Rogue. Any more Rogues? Any more Deads? We have one, two. Got a bit of a standoff here. We got 2 for Dead. Got 3 for Rogue now. Anyone else want to chime in? Anyone else want to put a vote in the old chat and make it a deadlock? Because this is a pretty tight one. If someone else likes Dead Reckoning, how's your chance to save it? Otherwise, forever hold your peace. Now, I could be a little bit cheeky. I think I deserve 1 wild card. I'm not sure if I should use it here, but I think I deserve 1 wild card. But I'm not going to use it here, because if I do it here, then it's going to be a draw, and then we're going to be screwed. But if I was to use it here, I would go for Dead Reckoning. Okay, so it's going to be Rogue Nation. Right, next up is Fallout versus Mission Impossible 1. This is a very, very close call. Love this comment, Sagnick. It's good thing you said that. So, guys, if you have just joined my channel, or maybe you've been a member for a long time, or maybe you're just kind of browsing, who knows? I have been promising to do an Andor video, because I watched the first season when it first came out. Like, was that during COVID? And it bored me to tears. So I stopped watching it after episode 2. And then recently I've ran out of things to watch. So I started watching it because people have been raving about season 2. So I started watching season 1 again. I finished that a couple of weeks back. It's taken me a bit of a time to finish season 2. I found it a little bit slow. But I'm now on episode 9, I think. So I've got 2 more left, I think. And once I've done that, I'm going to do a review on my channel and talk about Andor. So I'm not going to say too much about it right now. I think I've said enough. Right, Mission Impossible 1 or Fallout? In the comments, write Fallout or write 1, and then we will decide who wins this one. This is your chance to make a difference, people. This is your chance to save the whole order of the franchise of the Mission Impossible movies. You can make that change right now. We have got 1-1-1 Fallout 1. I'm surprised. I am surprised. I thought more people would be writing for Fallout. Is that going to be it? Is number 1 going to beat Fallout? I thought Fallout was everyone's favorite Mission Impossible movie. I thought they loved Vanessa Kirby. They love Mr. Henry Cavill. They love Rebecca Ferguson. I thought this would definitely beat number 1. Has anyone else got any more votes for Fallout? Or is number 1 going to win? Because if it does, that would be just right up my alley. In fact, you know what? I'm going to use my wild card after... Yeah, Sagnick. I'm not going to put your comment on screen because that'd be a bit of a spoiler, but I agree with you. Anyone else for 1 or Fallout? No one. Okay, time for my wild card. There we go. And we now have Fallout versus Ghost Protocol. If you cannot remember Ghost Protocol, it is the Brad Bird movie. And it's the one with the Burj Khalifa. It's the one with the Russian Kremlin. It's got so many great... I mean, the Burj Khalifa and the Kremlin in the same film. And he runs in the desert and there's like a massive sandstorm. So many great scenes. But what are you voting for? So are we going to go for Ghost or Fallout? In the comments, Ghost or Fallout? We haven't got many left. Thankfully, this ranking system will just rank it for us. So we will have a definitive answer. Fallout or Ghost Protocol? We have 3 for Fallout. Anyone for Ghost Protocol? Any takers? Got 1 for Ghost Protocol. Any other takers? Got Fallout, has got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 for Ghost. Well, you know what that means? That means that Fallout will beat Ghost. All right, Rogue Nation versus Ghost Protocol. Ghost or Rogue in the comments. Ghost or Rogue. My personal favorite out of these two is Ghost Protocol. I'm not going to lie. When I first saw Rogue Nation, I was like, this is fun. And it was fun and it's nice. And you look back at it now and you're like, this is really good, because there's not many films like that now. Even the most recent Mission Impossible is nowhere near the quality of Rogue Nation. So I kind of miss those days. But I think back then, like Marvel were at their peak. There were so many movies at the time that were kind of amazing. Movies I'm talking about, not films. And we're kind of spoiled for choice. So for me, like Rogue Nation at that time was like, it's just another good movie. But looking back at it, if you look at it now, it's like, this is bloody great. Ghost Protocol is my preference though. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 for Ghost. Any votes for Rogue? No votes for Rogue? Okay then, Ghost wins. Right. Rogue Nation again versus Mission Impossible 3. Again, J.J. Abraham, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Michelle Monaghan, and Alec Baldwin. Is Alec Baldwin in this film? There's a scene where he's in a convenience store and there's someone there who's famous. Is it Willem Dafoe? It's not Willem Dafoe, is it? He has a conversation with someone famous. Maybe it's Alec Baldwin he has a conversation with. Can't remember. But I remember someone famous being in that scene. Thinking that's pretty cool. But yeah, what are we doing? Are we going for 3 or are we going for Rogue Nation? In a comment, type in Rogue or type in 3. Your vote does count. I've not got involved in the votes at all, apart from my 1 vote for Mission Impossible to guarantee that it beats Fallout. So you guys are completely in control of how this thing goes. We've got 1, 2, 3 for 3. And we have 1, 2 for Rogue. And if anyone wants to jump in with a vote and save Rogue, Billy Crudup is a guy who helps him using silent talking. That's probably who it was. It's probably after Watchmen. I was like, it's pretty big. Rogue Nation. Okay then, I'm going to give it to 3. Right. Mission Impossible 2 versus Rogue Nation. So again, John Woo, I really feel sorry for Mission Impossible 2. I know how this is going to go. Guys, in the comments, Rogue Nation, should I even let you vote? Rogue Nation or Mission Impossible 2? I mean, if anyone votes for Mission Impossible 2 over Rogue Nation, I'm going to have to call a doctor and have them seen to. Rogue. Anyone else? I'm not even going to bother. It's Rogue. There we go. Dead Reckoning Part 1 versus Mission Impossible 2. I think I know how this one's going to go. I don't think I need a fortune teller to tell me how this one's going to go. I think you guys have got this one lined up. Dead Reckoning versus Mission Impossible 2. It's pretty conclusive stuff, isn't it? We've got 1, 2, 3 dead. Yep, there we go. Right. The Final Reckoning versus Mission Impossible 2. This one might be a bit closer because I know based on the comments on my video, my review for this film, not everyone was too impressed, including myself. I personally would 100%. I actually think I'd rather watch number 2 again over The Final Reckoning, but don't let that comment skew your vote. I'm only saying that because I haven't seen number 2 since it first came out. And this last film was 3 hours long. So just for the fact that I haven't seen number 2 in such a long time, I'd rather watch that than watch another 3 hours of that misery guts of a film. But what do you guys think? Final Reckoning has got 1, Ooh, rodent. Ooh. Okay, guys. This is an interesting development. If anyone likes number 2, now's your chance to jump in. You might actually save it from being number 8 on this list. Frank, I'm going to put your question on star, and I will come back to it. Don't worry, we're nearly done with this. Actually, I think it's literally just 1 more, 2 more matchups, and then we're done. We can have a free chat, and then we can wrap up. Final Reckoning is going to win this one. Anyone out there who's watching, who's a fan of number 2, this is your chance. You might be able to save it from getting the last position. This is your time to vote. If you've been watching passively, if you're watching this in a pre-record, please hit 2 in the comments if you like number 2. If you don't hit anything. Maybe just say you like the video. Avatar Films are smash it, but are they good? Okay, so you guys want to move on, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, so Final Reckoning has beaten number 2. So here we go. That was actually the last vote. Don't know if you guys can see that. Let me try and expand on that. Let me get rid of this. Let me see if that's on the screen, nice and tight. There we go. Can you guys actually see that? If you can't, I'm going to read it out anyway. Mission Impossible 1. Let me just make it a bit bigger. It's a bit ridiculous, isn't it? There we go. Mission Impossible 1 is number 1, which I'm shocked. I honestly thought you guys would put Fallout as number 1. Fallout is number 2. Ghost Protocol is number 3. It's pretty damn. You guys are undefeated. This might be the best ranking list for any Mission Impossible ranking system ever. I don't even think on Rotten Tomatoes or IMDb it's ranked this perfectly. Let me keep reading because there might be a few strange ones. But so far, number 1, number 2, number 3 is spot on. You guys are the best. Honestly, I'm not just saying that. That is incredible because most people would vote for Fallout. I think on most ranking systems, but you guys know your films. So let's talk films in a minute. Number 4 is Mission Impossible 3. I myself would maybe put Dead Reckoning just there, or maybe Rogue Nation. After that is Rogue Nation. And after that is Dead Reckoning, and then Final Reckoning, and then Mission Impossible 2. That is beautiful. Wow. Beautiful. You guys hit the nail right on the damn head. You guys are stunning. Absolutely stunning. Oh my God. I was not expecting that at all. That was tremendous. Honestly, you guys, I'm not even just saying that. That was amazing. This is what you deserve. All of you, every single one of you deserves a Robert Redford nod in his head. That's what you deserve. Right. Let me get onto some of these starred comments, because you guys were going along saying some really interesting stuff. So if you've got any questions, if you've got any wild takes, now's your time to hit me up with them. Right, this one, Avatar, I love this one from you. The Avatar films are smashing it, but are they good? I'm going to come back to that. It's a really good one. Random question. Do you feel the box office determines whether a film is good or not, in your opinion? No, I don't, because the best films I've seen over the past 10, 15 years are definitely not films that are box office hits. So I definitely do not believe that at all. In fact, that leads beautifully onto this question, which is the Avatar films are smashing it, but are they good? I personally do not like them. There's only 2 of them. Number 1, I endured. I watched it at the cinema and it was a wonderful experience. Number 2, I watched it at home. I stopped it about an hour in. I know a lot of people say they stopped the film or they left the cinema or whatever. I actually did stop it. I paid $20 for that and I stopped it because I just couldn't. It wasn't like I found anything particularly bad. Like, the filmmaking's great. I just couldn't get into it, and I just could not get into it. And I'm sure it's a good film, but it's not for me. It's just not for me. Risitas, who's an avid, beautiful member of the channel, has been there since day one, has put Fallout as number 1. That's what I thought everyone was going to say. And then I thought everyone would say number 1. Rogue Nation, Ghost Protocol. Is this kind of matching up? Not really. What do you say is number? Yeah, not really. So Rositas, you got your list a little bit wrong there. But anyway, let me see what you guys are saying. Samurai Cop is at the start remind me of so bad it's good. Marcus, have you ever seen TerrorVision 1986? It's such a fun parody satire of an 80s sci-fi horror. I have not. Let me have a look and see what TerrorVision is. TerrorVision the movie, 1986. Looks like is it a B movie? Interesting. I think I've heard of it, but I've not seen it. You see, the thing with me, I'm a bit of a snob, and I'm the sort of person that only watches films that have high ratings on IMDb or seen as classics, or I don't typically delve into those really trashy movies. I just haven't got the patience for it. So yeah, sorry. The Fountain of Youth movie for Apple is just rancid. Is that the one with Mr. Fantastic, who got shredded to pieces by Scarlet Witch, and Natalie Portman, who hasn't done a good film in about 20 years? Is it that one? Because if you watch that and you actually sat down and watched the whole thing, then that's on your back, my friend. My rule with Apple movies is don't. My rule with Apple TV shows is maybe. Like, the studio's really good, and I've heard good things about Ben Stiller's TV show, but typically I just avoid them, honestly. Uncle Rico, I've never seen Napoleon Dynamite. Never in my life seen Napoleon Dynamite. I've also only seen Rushmore, which is a similar film, which brings me on to Wes Anderson very nicely, who's got a new film called The Phoenician Candidate or some shit like that. What is going on with that guy? Even the titles of his movies are just so repulsive. I actually think he's a really good director, but it just makes the same thing over and over again. I really wish he'd challenge himself a little bit. But I guess if that's your style, that's your style. Who am I to say anything? Guy Ritchie just fell off. He did, but he's actually made a bit of a comeback. I think Undercover, he's kind of made a comeback. The Gentleman was bloody good. The movie The Gentleman was actually kind of funny. He did a movie with Jason Statham. What's it called? It's a remake of a French film. It came out during COVID, which I really enjoyed. Maybe one of his best films, in fact. I've not seen the Gentleman of Unwarfare, of the Ungentlemanly Warfare, whatever the fuck it's called. Not seen that, but I've not heard that it's particularly that good. So yeah, I think he's made a bit of a comeback over the years. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you there. Oh no, it's not. It's not. It's not. You can see me frantically Googling. That is not true. It is true. No effing way. Guy Ritchie directed The Fountain. No way. It did not look like a Guy Ritchie. This guy's just making so many movies. Oh my God. Wrath of Man, that's the one. I actually really enjoyed that. I know it's a French remake, but it's so good. It's like, I don't know why Guy Ritchie doesn't just stick to that style. It's so different from his normal style. It's really composed. It's less frantic. The comedy's just very sparse, but when it's there, it's good. It's such a great cast list as well. Great cast list. I'm not sure why he doesn't just stick to that kind of film. He's gone off to make this film I didn't even know about, The Fountain of Youth, directed by Guy Ritchie. What the hell? Yes, he is right now a director for hire. which is a real shame because he was like the British Tarantino when he first came out. I know so many people who say Snatch is their favorite film, and they're not even being ironic. They actually think it's the best film ever made. I know so many people who believe that. It's not, but I commend them for thinking that. Sherlock almost went down the same route. Almost. Yeah, Sherlock was good. Number one. Number two. Was there three? Was there three Sherlock films? Or is there going to be a third one? It's just two, isn't there? Yeah, they were good. They were good. They were good. I cannot lie. Snatch, Lock, Stock, great movies. Totally agree. Totally agree. Obviously, I'm British myself, but I have to say British movies on a whole are terrible. Terrible. They're either period dramas or the sanctimonious crappy gangster films or sanctimonious council estate dramas. They are just absolutely woeful. So when a good British filmmaker comes along, like Guy Ritchie previously, and maybe now, but maybe not, it's always a bit of a refreshing thing. And in the 90s, you had Danny Boyle, you had Paul W. Anderson as well. I know right now he's a bit of a shitty director, but when he first came out, he's kind of heralded as a big director, and Guy Ritchie and so forth. So yes, a bit of a shame that that those kind of movies just don't exist anymore, because right now British movies is in the dump. In the dump. Marcus, make a tier list of the best foreign filmmakers of all time. I can do it right now. I can actually do it right now. What time is it? I've got 15 minutes. If you guys want to do a tier list of the best foreign filmmakers of all time, we can do that right now. You can give me some names. I can give you some names as well. And we can quickly make a tier list of the best foreign filmmakers of all time. I'm down for that. We'll make it really quick. But I think that might be quite fun. Matthew Vaughn. I'm not a big Matthew Vaughn fan, but I do respect the fact that Matthew Vaughn started. If you see me sitting up all the time, it's because my back is fucked. I stretched in the morning and I've spent the whole day in absolute agony. Absolute agony. I'm not a big Matthew Vaughn fan, unfortunately. I just don't think he's particularly that good, but I know you guys probably think differently, but I'm not a huge fan. Alex Garland, scripts are cool. Ex Machina, 28 Days Later. Yeah. Oh, you liked Argyle. How do you like Argyle? Terrible. Okay, so you guys do you guys actually want to, okay, guys, let's be, hello, Kweke, by the way. Good to see you after such a long time. Do you guys actually want to do this? Should we make a little list of foreign filmmakers and see who ranks number one? We can do it we can do it now. It can take 10, 15 minutes. I'm up for that. I'm down for that. If you guys have got the knowledge, then we can do this. So just let me know in the comments if you want to do that. And we will do that. I'm being serious. Okay, you're actually naming some names here. Anyone else got any more names, or do you want to leave it at just Paul Verhoeven and Hayato Miyazaki? Okay, well, no, we're doing this. Cohen, yeah? This is going to be a serious list. Besson. Is that Bresson or Besson? Liene, Wolfgang Peterson, and Verhoeven. Okay, you guys are being serious. All right, cool. Let me do something then. Let me quickly just... How should I do this? So normally I would do like a proper tier list, and I would have faces and stuff, but because this is quite off the cuff, I can't do that. So I am going to do this. I'm going to quickly do what we just did a minute ago. So how am I going to do this? You guys are just amazing, aren't you? All right. So I'm going to slowly build a little thingy. If I miss anyone, I do apologize. I'm kind of just going along as you guys give the names. If I misspell anything, it's because I copied and pasted really poorly. But yeah, foreign films. So I hate calling them foreign films because they're not foreign films. They're just films. I don't like that expression. And it's not me having a go at you guys. Everyone uses it and I don't get it. And sometimes I call it world cinema, but then isn't American cinema world cinema? Isn't British cinema world cinema? Why is it that it becomes foreign cinema? That never really stood very good to me in that light. But I get it, everything that's English speaking is seen as number one, and everything that's not is seen as number two. I get it. I'm just kind of waffling, by the way, so I can get all these names down. But yeah, with foreign film, which I think is definitely my favorite type of genre, although it's not really a genre, there are some amazing filmmakers, and not just from the past. There's some amazing filmmakers now. If you look at some of these films that are coming out now, they're female directors, and they are all French or German or whatever. There's been like, if you guys liked, what's that recent film with Margaret Qualley and Demi Moore? That is it Celine? I forgot, Celine something, Shishema or something. Yeah, she's a foreign filmmaker and brilliant filmmaker at that. Akira Kurosawa. Have I put him on there already? No, I've not. Bong Joon-ho. Great name. There's also another director who is South Korean, and he directed Old Boy. Oh, there we go. Park Chan-wook. Substance, that's the one. Celine Song, yes. This is why you guys are the best. Right, so guys, if you've just joined, please hit the like button. You know what I'm gonna do as well, because I mean, there's so many channels out there, and all they do is, and it's probably a channel that's on right now, and all they do is bash Star Wars and bash Marvel and bash Disney and bash. It's like a bashment rave. I try and avoid that, but I know at the same time that gets views. But at some point, like, your heart has to be in something, and my heart definitely isn't in just bashing modern day pop culture movies. That's not for me. Every now and again, I like to jump in, chime in with my thoughts. I am up to date with it, but what I really, really love more than anything else is just talking about good ass films, or talking about bad films that someone's tried to make good. But I think in honor of what we're about to do, I'm going to have to change up my background. Is it this one? Yeah, there we go. You guys are serious people. And that's why the background's changed. It's now, we have a beautiful Old Boy, we have La Hun, and we have Intouchables. Hit that like button, people. Hit that like button. Thank you, The Rodent. Second time you've done that. Really appreciate it. Right, so we're going to do this little list. Marcus was Mickey 17, Bong Joon-ho, Oscar paycheck. Yes. And you know what? Good for him. Take the money and run. Then you can go and make a pretty decent Korean film. Shall I kill this fly? Maybe I just trap it in this light. There we go. You are trapped in that light. It's pretty mean of me, isn't it? Shouldn't do that. Anyway, so Sagnik, you've done an amazing job here. You've got so many names. Oh, how am I going to get all these names? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Do you know Denis Villeneuve is actually a foreign filmmaker? Are we going to put Villeneuve on here? You guys let me know. Should Denis Villeneuve be on this list? Or is he more Hollywood now? He did make a lot of films in Canada, though, so if he was on this list, I would not be adverse to it. Sagnik, these are so many names. Oh, my God. Oh, no. How am I going to... Oh, Lord. I don't know how to get all these names. Let me do this. Let me be a bit cheeky and grab them all, and I'm going to use ChatGPT. Sorry, guys. I know Sarah Connor wouldn't be happy, but Has to be done. Has to be done. And then we're going to just quickly go through them and we will quickly rank them and then we'll see what happens. If anyone's got any last names for this tier list, let me know, please. And they have to be foreign and they have to be good. And then we'll go through them. I don't think I can put all these. Technic, you've literally just given me so many names there. I can't keep up, but this is very helpful. Very, very helpful. Because I don't think has anyone said Kurosawa? Kurosawa is not there. Great. This must be so boring for you guys, but just give me a few seconds and then we will get the ball rolling. Right. Bergman has to be there. Of course, Bergman needs to be there. There we go. Right. I haven't looked at your comments, but do you think Villeneuve should be there? And I'm probably missing a few other names. So, yeah. Do you think Denis Villeneuve? Robert Rodriguez is American. He doesn't even, well, he does now, but he didn't. I saw an interview with him recently. He didn't even speak Spanish when he first came into the game. So he is definitely a Mexican American, but he's actually just American, if that makes sense. So he's 100% not going to be on this list. Yeah, even when he made his first movie, El Mariachi, he didn't speak Spanish. So he had to have a translator on set, which seems kind of weird, but makes perfect sense at the same time. Villeneuve, anyone else against Villeneuve? Frank has said, yes, Villeneuve belongs on the list. There you go. I mean, if Punjo Ho is on the list, then of course Villeneuve needs to be on the list. Frank, great name. Alejandro Almendra, I never can say his name, but he's a great director. Alfonso Corun. Juan Jose Campelen. I've heard that name, but what's he directed? Inarritu. Inarritu is very good. Very, very good. Right. Peter Weir. Peter Weir. British? No, Australian. Yeah, why not? Let's put Peter Weir on the list. Tex-Mex, yeah. Cohen, completely right. Del Toro. I didn't get Del Toro, but Del Toro will be on the list right now. Right, guys. Before we proceed with this, let me just go through some names. And if anyone's missing, this is your chance to put some names on the list. Oh my God. Michel Haneke, one of my favorite guys. Every single stream I rave about Michel Haneke. Every single stream I rave about this guy. And I've missed his name. Blomkamp. I don't think Blomkamp, if Blomkamp is the South African director who did Neil Blomkamp, I'm going to put him on there, but he doesn't stand a chance. John Woo, I will put on there as well. I don't think he stands a chance as well. He's big in the game, but he's really kind of very Hollywood. When I say he's very Hollywood, what I'm trying to say, okay, let's make some rules. So these list of foreign filmmakers, again, hate that expression, or world cinema foreign filmmakers, again, hate that expression too. But these filmmakers, for me, if we're going to vote for these people, we can't look at it from the perspective of they directed a big blockbuster, so they're therefore great. We need to be nuanced, and we need to go, how good is their best film against this other director's best film? Or how good is their body of work against this other director's body of work? Or how good is their individual style? Or how well do they treat dialogue? How well do they handle camera work and so forth? So let's be nuanced, and then we can beat Neil Blomkamp. Just kidding. Tashiki Gatano, who did Hanbai. Zhang Jimo. I apologize for the pronunciation, but I believe he did House of Flying Cards. House of Flying Daggers. Is that the one? Oh, there we go. Yes, it is, because he said Hero was gorgeous. Hero was gorgeous. So was House of Flying Daggers. Anyone else? Shalaman, he's from India. He's just straight American. Straight American. Right, guys. And that fly got out. How did it get out of the light? Bloody fly. But anyway, guys, I think we've got some great names here. We have got Akira Kurosawa. I think I've got Kurosawa on there twice. In fact, you guys can help me out, because I will put this on screen right this second. And then you guys can help me out, because you'll see stuff that I do not see, because I am engaged in the game. There we go. All right. So this is the list. Akira Kurosawa, Alejandro Eneba, Alfonso Cuarón, that's Mr. N there. Argyle. Argyle is me effing up, isn't it? There's no one called Argyle, is there? That's just me copying and pasting someone who wrote Argyle, the film. But if anyone can correct me there, Shane Meadows, great choice. Fuck. Let me just jump in there, put Shane Meadows in there. But yeah, if anyone can correct me on Argyle, is there a filmmaker called Argyle? Not to my knowledge. So I'm inclined to get rid of Argyle. And if I'm wrong, then you will let me know, I guess. Asghar Farhadi. I've never seen any of his films, but I do know he's Iranian. I do know he's a legendary filmmaker who made Separation, or A Separation. Bergman, who is not Swiss. Bergman is most definitely Swedish and one of the greatest filmmakers ever. Besson, which is I think this is Luc Besson, or Besson. Although I think you guys maybe missed out on Robert Bresson, who is very important. Oh, we're keeping Neil Blomkamp. I've kept him in there for South African representation, but I don't think he should stay there. I don't think Neil Blomkamp should stay there, but maybe you keep him in there for the bands, because District 9 is actually one of the great films. It really is. It's just the rest of his filmography is pretty damn awful. Bong Joon-ho, this is Del Toro, Guillermo del Toro, Godard, very important filmmaker, French New Wave. Hayato Masaki, who I believe is, again, I'm not great with anime, but I believe he's Studio Ghibli dude. Am I wrong? Am I right? The person who made City of God, Frank, was Fernando Meirelles. I think I've got that right. Someone can fact check me on that. Inarritu, who went on a period of just getting Oscars. I believe he's the director of Birdman. John Woo, who again I don't think should be on this list, but he's there. Kurosawa, who definitely should be on this list. Lang, someone refresh me on Lang, please. That prawn, that fucking prawn. Lang, who's Lang? Someone's gonna really make me look stupid here. Who's Lang? Sergio Leone, Maselli, Italian director, must be kind of Italian New Wave. Fritz Lang, German filmmaker, of course. Michel Haneke, one of my favorite. He has to win this. Park Chan-wook. I don't know why I said wook like that. That definitely not how you say it. Paul Verhoeven, brilliant filmmaker. Peter Ware, Australian. If you guys are going down the Australian route, then we should have the director of Mad Max on this list. Rossellini, who is the father of the actress Isabella Rossellini. If you've seen Blue Velvet, and I think she's in a film recently as well, that is her father, who he married Ingmar Bergman, I believe. They look very similar. Shane Meadows, British filmmaker. Never seen any of his films, but I've heard he's very good. Takeshi Kitano, who made Hanbai, which is an amazing film. George Miller, that's the one. Thank you, Kerwin. Baz Luhrmann should be on this list as well. Oh, I think Baz Luhrmann should be on this list. But anyway, Truffaut, another French wave director. Villeneuve, I think, should be on this list. Wim Wenders, who's an amazing German director. Glad he's on this list. Billy Wilder, who I mean, this is a bit of a cheat because, yes, he is definitely foreign. He is from, where's he from? Billy Wilder. He wasn't German, Polish. I can't remember where Billy Wilder's from, but he's from Europe, and he went to America during the war or after the war or during the war and made some of his best films, and they're all American. But I guess if Villeneuve's on there, then Wilder needs to be on there, but I don't know. Do you think Wilder should be on there, guys? Let me know. Austria. Wolfgang Peterson, Wong Kar-wai, and Yang Jimo. I can see these cries for Sanjit Ray, which I have omitted from this list, so I will definitely put them on there. Guys, this is your last chance to put a name on there. If you like a foreign director and you think they should be on this list, then I will put them there on this list. Even if I don't agree, I will definitely put them on the list. We've got 31 names, so we're going to have to bang through these. Like, we're going to be here forever otherwise. Because when you're doing a tier list, I could just drag the names up. This is going to put everyone against each other. So we could be here for a long ass time. Right. Any last requests for names? Let me know, or forever hold your peace. Otherwise, we're going to get on with this game, guys. We're going to get on with this game. We're going to see who is the best foreign filmmaker of all time. So, again, last chance. In the meantime, I'm going to have a drink of water, and you can enjoy this. Righty ho, that was an amazing film, one of the best films of all time, and I'm glad you guys can enjoy it. Edgar Wright, you know what, Richard? I feel pretty bad. I'm not going to put him on there. I know Shane Meadows is on there, but I feel like Shane Meadows just fits what we're doing a bit more than Edgar Wright. It doesn't make any sense because what I just said makes zero sense because they're both English, British. But I'm gonna omit him. Peter Jackson, I will put on there, and then we will do this. But yeah, I hope you can understand what I'm saying there with the Edgar Wright thing. He's very Hollywood. I don't know. Maybe I'm being. Do you know what? I'll put him on there. F it. If I'm gonna put him on there, then I'm also gonna put Danny Boyle because he's a better director than Edgar Wright, but that's just my personal opinion. I love Edgar Wright, but just being honest. Martin Campbell, Australian as well. I can put him on there. He won't win, but definitely I love his James Bond movies, and he also made Pierce Brosnan movie remake of a Steve McQueen film. I think Tarkovsky's on there. Oh no, I can't put Nolan on there as well. And Gareth Evans. Oh god, you know what? Edgar Wright's not getting on there because I can't do that. I can't do that. Have we got any duplicates? Yes, we have. Sanjit Ray. Okay, so we're going to call him Ray because I'm getting his name wrong. Right, guys, let's do this. Let's save this. Let's call it foreign filmmakers. And let's do what we need to do. Right, let the games begin. I forgot how to begin the games. Shall I do it? No. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let the games begin. Can you guys see that? Let me go and see if you guys can see that. Yes, you can. It's nice and big. Pause. Right. Let's have some fun, shall we? So, as I said, there's a lot of names here. It took us a bit of a while to get through Mission Impossible, and there was 8 names. I think there's about 38 names here. So let's be super quick. But I'm going to name a film from each director if I can. I should be able to. And then you guys can decide if you like the person or not. So Takeshi Kitano, he made a wonderful film called Fireworks, which is called Hanabai in Japanese. And it's an amazing film. Came out in 1997, I want to say. If someone can go through and fact check me as well, that'd be amazing, because I might say something really stupid because I'm just going off the dome. But it came out in 1997, amazing film. You may have seen it, you may not have seen it, but incredible filmmaker. That's not the only film he's done. He's done so many other films. He did that film about the Japanese blind samurai as well. I don't want to get the name wrong, but let me know if you've seen that as well. Fritz Lang made Metropolis 1927. One of the most important films ever made. Thank you, Frank. Sonatine. I need to watch Sonatine. I've not seen it. I've heard so many good things. 1927 or maybe 1922 for Metropolis. Again, fact check me on that. One of the most important films ever made. Did he also make Battleship Potokamin? He didn't. Made Metropolis. But anyway, what were you thinking, guys? In the comments, put Lang or put Kitano. If you don't know their work, then I guess you can't vote. So that's it. Zatoshi. I love this. I love this comment. Lang is a pathfinder. I love that comment. That's very good, Sagnik. Love that. Very true. So what are we doing? Which one are we doing? Are we doing Kitano or Lang? He did the Battleship movie. Yeah, you know what? I had high hopes for Taylor Kitsch, because I loved him in Friday Night Lights, but yeah, it didn't really work out for him, unfortunately. And now he does not very much. So you guys are not going to vote. I've only got one vote for this one. Sagnik, are you voting for Lang? Lang because of Metropolis? Yep, we are. Kitano, Metropolis is a masterpiece, but Kitano did this one. So I think I've got a bit of a. Let me see. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so Kitano has won this one. Right, Martin Campbell, Australian director who definitely is a very good director. He typically directs the first of the James Bond. When there's a new James Bond, recently he's been the person who directs the first film. He did GoldenEye and he did what's the other one called? Casino Royale. I don't think he's done any other James Bond films. He might have done some in the 80s. I can't remember. I don't know. It's not that I can't remember. I just don't know. He also did that film that I can't remember the name of, but it stars Pierce Brosnan and it's a remake of the Steve McQueen film. And it's got Rene Russo. But anyway, I think this is pretty conclusive because Sergio Leone is an absolute Italian spaghetti Western legend who also made Once Upon a Time in America in 1984. Sergio Leone wins that one. Sayajit Ray and Besson. Luc Besson, director of such masterpieces like Fifth Element, which I hate. And what's that most recent one he made, which flopped completely? Got Cara Delevingne in it. Now, if you're talking about his stuff in the 80s and 90s, I can have a conversation about this. If you're talking about Leon, and if you're talking about La Femme Nikita, which is just beautiful. And he's got another film called Submarine, I think. But yeah, he was a very punk rock 80s filmmaker. That's it. Thomas Crown Affair. Thank you. But guys, I know you love Leon. I know you love The Big Blue. That's it. Don't think he did. He did do The Big Blue. But let's be honest here. Sayajit Ray, like Sagnet said, is a pathfinder. He is one of the most important filmmakers ever made. Like, I've never seen any of his films, but I know how important Sayajit Ray is. But if you guys think it's Besson, then I will sit here and I will take your votes. And it seems like everyone think it is Besson. Okay, then. I'm going to go with your votes. Oh, here we go. Hello, Grail. How you doing? Anyone else want to jump in? I think we're making a mistake here. I do think so. Again, I've not seen any of his work, but I do know how important Saijit Ray is. Even, all the filmmakers talk about how important he is. But I guess if you've not seen his work, then you can't vote for him. So that makes sense. But we got 1-2. Anyone else going to vote for Saijit Ray? I think even that's not going to help because we have for Mr. Luc Besson, 1, 2. Ooh, it's only 2 each. I'm going to go for Saijit Ray. There we go. Park Chan-wook and Paul Verhoeven. So if you don't know who Park Chan-wook is, he made Old Boy, he made The Handmaiden, he made a recent film called something. Such an amazing Korean director, the best Korean director ever, better than Bong Joon-ho. Just wow. His work is, if you guys get a minute today, not a minute, a few hours, or maybe this weekend, and maybe next week we can come back and have a little stream about this. Can you go through his filmography? Go from his first film to his most recent film. Just watch his films. Watch it. His work is sublime. Sublime. Paul Verhoeven is a little bit different. He's a Dutch filmmaker. He made films in the 80s in his native land, which were very important. And then he went on to direct, I believe, RoboCop was his first Hollywood film, and then he made Total Recall, Starship Troopers. He had a bit of a misfire with Showgirls, which people think is good, but some people think it's just one of the worst films ever. And then he's recently had a bit of a revival. He made an amazing French film called it's the name of a woman. Can't remember what it's called, but it's a great film. It's so great, I can't remember the name of the film. So yeah, what do you guys think? You know what, Grell? If you were here before, I would have put him on the list because he is a wonderful filmmaker. There's probably so many names that I've missed off. I was just copying and pasting. I didn't put my own names in there, but so many French filmmakers that should be in there, ahead of Luc Besson even. But yeah, the best film that Jack has made is 100% would be A Prophet, but he's got so many great films. Right, so what are we doing? Are we going for Park Chan-wook or are we going for Paul Verhoeven? We got loads of Verhoeven here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. You guys are so wrong. I don't like saying you're wrong because on the Mission Impossible tier list, you guys absolutely smashed it, like I said. But that was a wrong choice. That was not... I understand why. I understand everyone's seen Paul Verhoeven's films. You maybe not seen all of Park Chan-wook, but I implore, like, just this weekend, watch his films. You will be blown. Your eyes will just see things differently when it comes to cinema. You won't even, like, RoboCop's amazing. RoboCop is amazing, and it's his best film, most likely. But it doesn't even, like, his best film is nowhere. His best film probably is just as good, probably just better than Park Chan-wook's worst film. But anyway, Maselli, I don't actually know much about Maselli. And Guillermo del Toro, I love his early work, especially his Mexican films. I'm not a huge fan of his American stuff. Big fan of Pan's Labyrinth. Really big fan of that film. But what do you guys think? Are we going to go for Maselli, who I don't know anything about, or Guillermo del Toro? Sagnik, who is this Maselli person? I should know this. As you guys can probably tell, I know a little bit about film, but I've never heard of Maselli. But that's good for me. I think Del Toro is going to win this one. I can watch the scene of RoboCop visiting his home over and over again. It's a pretty good scene. It's shot really well. It's a good film. It's like the perfect film. There's only a few movies that have the perfect script. RoboCop is one of them. Back to the Future is another one. Groundhog Day is another one. There's only a few films. I think the 80s came up with some amazing, even 90s, some perfect scripts. RoboCop is one of those films, but you need to watch the work of Park Chan-wook. Anyway, Del Toro wins this one because I don't even know who Maselli is. Alfonso Cuarón, I spot his name wrong. Cuarón, Edgar Wright made it on the list. So he made it there. I didn't even realize I did that. I didn't even realize I put his name on the list. How silly of me. Anyway, here we go. So what we doing with this one, guys? Yep, Karun, I would say, is better. If you don't know who he is, he made Children of Men. He made Harry Potter 3, I think it was, or 4. He made... What else did he make? He made Moon. It's called Moon. Sandra Bullock. Yeah, you guys know your shit. Look at that. Alfonso Cuarón. Wolfgang Petersen versus Bong Joon-ho. Wolfgang Petersen made a really good film in the 80s. I think it was 1982, called Das Boot, about a German submarine crew who are fighting during World War II. And then he made U-571 with Harrison Ford. And he made you guys can help me out with this one. Did he make Troy as well? But for me, this is pretty simple, isn't it? This is pretty simple. It's Bong Joon-ho. Yeah, Bong Joon-ho. Anyone else want to jump in, defend Wolfgang Petersen? No. In the Line of Fire, yeah, he made that. John Malkovich and Clint Eastwood. Troy Perfect Storm, yeah, with George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg. 1999, the year of the great films. That's when that came out. U-71 was Matthew McConaughey. I actually don't think U-571 was Wolfgang Petersen because I think it was James Cameron's ex-wife who made U-7. Can someone fact check me on that? Wolfgang Petersen did make another submarine film that starred Harrison Ford. I know that. I believe. Haven't seen any good film by Bong Joon-ho other than Memories of a Murder and Okja. Well, Parasite was damn good. So was Mother, I'd have to say. Oh, he's not over. Nah. So the thing with Bong Joon-ho, you need to watch, same with Park Chan-wook, you need to go through their filmography from beginning to end. I personally don't like Okja. I didn't like Mickey 17. Parasite, I love, but Memories of Murder is one of the best films ever made, not even best Korean films ever made. But I wouldn't say it's overrated. Thank you very much for that, Kelly. K19 Widowmaker. Yeah. That's the one. Oh, U-Boat. Okay, that was Ford and Bigelow. Okay. Getting my shit mixed up. The Host. The Host is great as well. Grell, his Tokyo short is also powerful. I've not seen that, actually. But anyway, I'm going to go for Bong Joon-ho. That might have been against the votes. I don't think it was against the votes. I think it was with the votes. Okay, you guys need to let me know. Who is Hayato Miyazaki? Is it the guy who did Spirited Away? Is he the person who does those anime movies? He's up against Inarato, who did Birdman and other films. What's it called? The one when you translate it, and if anyone's Spanish here, when you translate it, it means life's a bitch. It's his first film. Oh God, what's it called? But really good film. But who are we voting for? We're voting for Amores Perez. Yeah, Amores Perez. Life's a bitch, right? That's what it means, I think. Misaki, yeah, I think, yeah. Who is this person then? Who is Hayato Miyazaki? Who is this person? Can you guys name something that Hayato Miyazaki's done? And also, I'm looking at this fly. Shall I kill it or shall I let it live? I mean, it's not harming me. It's just flying around, but yeah. Inarritu is doing a film with Tom Cruise. Ooh, nice. Studio Ghibli. Okay, so who's who? Okay, so I was right. So Hayato Miyazaki is Spirited Away. Okay, so who are we voting for? We're voting for Inarritu or we're voting for Miyazaki? I need, if you guys just say the surname of the person, or just put I or put M. Put I or put M. And then I'll know who won and we can move on to the next one. Also, if you just joined, we did a tier list of the Mission Impossible movies. You're going to have to rewatch to get to the list. I will probably bring it up again on the screen, although I don't think I can because it's gone now. But no, you're going to have to rewatch the video to find out who won that. We spoke about Thunderbolts for a bit, and then you guys got bored. So did I. So we moved straight on to Mission Impossible. And then sporadically, we have just moved on to doing a tier list of the greatest foreign filmmakers of all time. It's going pretty damn well. Okay, so we've got M, and we've got a couple for Inarato, but for the most part, it's going to be Miyazaki. Villeneuve versus Wim Wenders. So if you don't know who Wim Wenders is, he did Paris, Texas, and he also did Wings of Desire, which is just an amazing film. But he hasn't really. I mean, he's done a few films. Like, I'm not going to disparage him. He's done some amazing films, but he's also done a lot of shit as well. Done a recent film set in Japan, of the name I cannot remember. And then we have Villeneuve, who is a foreign director. He's Canadian and made some beautiful Canadian films. Also made one of my favorite films of all time, which is On Sundays. So, which one will you guys go for? In the comments, will you put Villeneuve or Wenders? Feel free to put V or W, and I will count the votes, and we'll move on to the next one. Denis, V. Cohen, my mother will not be involved in this debate. Villeneuve, you guys are going for Villeneuve ahead of Wim Wenders. That makes sense. Okay, Kitano versus John Woo. John Woo is a Hong Kong director, directed so many classics such as Hard Target and other films. And Kitano, that's very rude of me, actually. John Woo's made some great films, especially in the 80s, especially with Chow Yun-fat. So it's been a bit rude there. But his Hollywood stuff is kind of hit or miss. Kitano, I've only seen one of his films. This is a bit of a tough one. You guys let me know in the comments which one you think this should be. Woo or Kitano? What's it going to be? I see 2 votes for John Woo. Anyone else? This is going to be a quick fire round, by the way, because we have a lot of names to get through. Okay, got 3 for John Woo. We move on. Kurosawa versus Blomkamp. I'm not even going to bother entertaining this one. Blomkamp's made one amazing film. Now, Kerwin, I think, if I remember correctly, you're not Australian, South African. So I think you should ride for your dude. You should definitely ride for your dude. But Kurosawa is top 5 best filmmakers ever. So, yeah. I remember. So, yeah, this is pretty simple, isn't it? Let's just do Kurosawa. Ashkan, again, I've not seen any of his work. I think I started to watch A Separation. I turned it off. I think we got two Kurosawas here. We have a Kurosawa and we have Akira Kurosawa. It's the same person. I just fucked up. I can always get rid of it, though. Let me do that and get rid of it. Yeah, let's do it. Haneke versus Wong Kar-wai. If you don't know who Wong Kar-wai is, he directed My Blueberry something. But his most notable films are names that I can't remember. That's why I kind of just said that name, because I remember that name. I'll come back to it in a second. Michel Haneke is one of the great filmmakers of all time, Austrian, and has made a lot of films in France, and does a lot from Germany as well. Just beautiful filmmaker who does not believe, what I love about him is he doesn't believe in the artifice of filmmaking. So doesn't put music in his films unless it's diegetic, doesn't do silly camera work, doesn't have actors do stupid things. Everything he does is done with a filmmaking tinge and with absolute purpose. And I just, honestly speaking, think the guy's an absolute genius of filmmaking. And yeah, what are we voting for? That's it. Thank you, Sagnik. You saved my life there. In the Mood for Love. Chungking Express. He also made the famous one on the bike in the tunnel. He's a good filmmaker. Haneke won that one. Jiang Zimo versus Bergman. So Bergman is Ingmar Bergman, Swedish filmmaker, amazing filmmaker. Made a film called Persona, Strawberry something. I saw it recently. Amazing film. He made Seventh Seal, Cries and Whispers, I believe. Like so many amazing films. When you go for Mr. Yimmo, he made Hero, House of Flying Daggers. He's made a few other films as well, but those two films were very good, but they're just nowhere in the level of Bergman. Wild Strawberries, amazing film. Guys, if you've not seen Wild Strawberries, it's black and white. The protagonist is a man probably in the 70s, 80s, so maybe that doesn't appeal to you, but what a film. Amazing film. Right, Bergman wins that one. Rossellini. I don't know much about Rossellini. I know he's part of the Italian, what they call it, neo-realism era, but that's all I really know about Rossellini. Shane Meadows, never seen any of his films. I've not seen any of these two people's films. Shit, I just chose change. Oh, fuck. Oh, dear. Well, Shane Meadows won that one. Truffaut versus Peter Weir. Okay, Peter Weir. I'm trying to think of a film that Peter Weir has done. Maybe you guys can help me out with this one. I know he's Australian. I know he made a film with Mel Gibson. I know he's made a famous film. Did he make that film in the 80s with The Thing, set in The Thing? I don't know. Name me some films for Peter Weir. Truffaut, I know of Truffaut. I don't think I've seen his works, unless he did Blow, what's it called? 59 Blows, 50, 40, 400 Blows. Did he do 400 Blows? Dead Poet Society, Master Commander, yes. The Truman Show, yes. Hello, Ladishin. I cannot say your name. I'm so sorry. But hello. How you doing? The 400 Blows. So what are we doing? Are we doing Peter Weir or are we doing Truffaut? I'm not going to click on the name this time because that was a bit of an F up on my behalf. What are we doing, guys? So in the comments, put in T or P. T or P. What's it going to be? T or P? What's it going to be? So way back. So you guys are just naming loads of Peter Weir films. I'm going to go for Peter Weir. Wilder, Billy Wilder or Godard? I'm not comfortable with Billy Wilder being on this list. I'm not going to lie to you. Godard is another new wave French filmmaker who I believe made that film. Oh God, what's it called? Anyway, he's a French new wave filmmaker. And Breathless, that's the one. Breathless, incredible film. Such a great, guys. Again, if you're used to this kind of modern day filmmaking, like Mission Impossible, the Thunderbolts, all this shit, go and watch Breathless and watch the editing in Breathless and watch how they make such low budget filmmaking into such. They basically invented the technique of editing. You'll probably watch it and think this is just really amateur, but if you just think about how they did that back in that day, just revolutionary filmmaking. Everyone's going for Godard. Interesting. Ahead of Billy Wilder. I actually prefer Billy Wilder. Having said all that, I actually prefer Billy Wilder as a filmmaker. He's one of the best filmmakers of all time. But Godard it is. Okay. Sergio Leone and Alejandro Amenabar. He made, if I'm correct, he made something with, oh God. Damn it. Did he make, you guys can help me out here. Did he make the original Vanilla Sky? I think I did a whole ass video about this guy. And he also made The Sea Inside. Am I correct? Can someone fact check me on that? Did he make The Sea Inside? And then Leone is obviously, Fistful of Dollars, Good, Bad, the Ugly, blah, blah, blah. The others, did he make this film? Did he make The Sea Inside and stuff? Or was that someone else? I think he did. Can someone? Yeah, there we go. So what are we going for? We're going for Leone, are we? Cool. I can live with that. Martin Campbell versus Amnabar. Martin Campbell directed GoldenEye. He directed Casino Royale. If you love those movies, maybe you'll vote for him, or maybe you'll be sensible and vote for Alejandro Amnabar. In the comments, put C or A. C or A. I'm just going to adjust my seat because if you didn't know, I fucked my back up today, and I'm now like Professor X in this wheelchair. It's just a normal chair, but I wish it was a wheelchair. My back is fucked. Okay, Alejandro. There we go. Paul Verhoeven versus Sayed Ray. I know you guys are going to go for Verhoeven again. I don't even know why I'm going to bother. Again, I don't blame you. You haven't seen any of Mr. Ray's films, so it doesn't make sense, but I know how important he is as a filmmaker. Yep. Okay. Verhoeven it is. Park Chan-wook versus Sae-Jit Ray. Again, Park Chan-wook is Old Boy. If you've seen Old Boy, you know how magnificent it is. Imagine that film times by 6. If you've not seen The Handmaiden and all his other work, like I'm an Android, but that's okay. What else he's done? He's done like a vampire film. I think it's called Thirst. He made Lady Vengeance as well. He made like a Vengeance trilogy. Just incredible filmmaker. But what are we going for? Okay, everyone's going for Wook. No. 1, 2, 3, Wook. 1 Verhoeven. Yeah, okay, cool. You guys. Okay. All right. Wow. Alfonso Cuarón, he's back, versus Guillermo del Toro. Who's winning this one? Let's go for A or D on this one. We have got one. Oh, 2 Ds. Big pause there. 1, 2, 3 C's. Loads of A's. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, why are there A's? It's so confusing. So confusing. Okay, so there's A's and C's. I'm gonna go for A. There we go. Edgar Wright versus Del Toro. This time, guys, just E or D, please. Don't get creative, because as much as I love creativity, my eyes are like, what the hell's going on when I see like 4 different letters? So what's it going to be? Edgar Wright or Guillermo del Toro? This one's actually more of a fair fight. So we got E from Cohen. We got D. We've got D again. Got 1, 2, 3 Ds, 1 E. I'm taking those votes and taking it to the bank unless anyone can come in now and go in with an E. Any more E's? Got another. Ooh. Okay, we got 2 E's and we got 3, 2, 3, 4 D's. We are going to go with Del Toro. Maselli versus Edgar Wright. Now, again, no one knows who Maselli is. So Maselli's going to probably finish last. I've just clicked on his name. Hope it doesn't go through. There we go. Edgar Wright or Maselli. This is a pretty simple one, right? Just hit me with the E and then we can move on. I just need 1 E. I don't want to cheat the votes. So if someone can give me just 1 E and then we'll just move straight on. And also, if you've been here for a while, I've been doing this now for a long time. How long have I been on there? A long time. Hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. Miyazaki versus Bong Joon-ho. I think Miyazaki's going to do really well, you know. I, again, don't know much. I've seen his work, but I don't know much about him. I know he's a legend. I get it. I get that he's a legend, but I don't know much about him. So vote with a B or a M for me, please. B or M. Oh, got loads of B's here. BC. We have a BC. I just need 1 E. Faithless. Dear. Cohen, kind of showing your age there a little bit. B. Really? You guys okay? You guys prefer Bunjo Hortimus? I was not expecting that. Wolfgang Peterson versus Miyazaki, the king of Studio Ghibli. Let's give me an M or a W. M or W. Going once, going twice. M or W. Let me know. Let me know. What's it going to be? M or W? M or W? Let me jump onto here. We've got 1, 2. Did he never ending story? The rodent, did he really do that never ending story? That's not true, surely. Got 1, 2 M's, got 1, 2 W's. I need one more, and then I can just move on. No way, the never ending story. That's crazy. Crazy. What career? Another W. Cool. So Wolfgang Peterson beat Miyazaki somehow. I don't know who did that. John Woo, V or W, please. Villeneuve versus John Woo. I mean, this is just as soon as I see 2 V's and no W, I am immediately gonna. There we go. Saw 2 V's. There we go. So 4 V's, in fact. Okay, Wenders versus John Woo. This is a tricky one. Do J or W? W for Wenders, J for John Woo. And then we can... I mean, if we're talking about filmmakers, like pure filmmakers, then Wenders wins this one for me. But you guys can decide who you like. J or W? Got W, W. Wenders it is. Ashgar Farhadi versus Kurosawa. Now, I'm assuming that Kurosawa is going to win this one, this whole thing. But you guys can let me know what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you're feeling, what you're thinking. What you're thinking, what you're feeling. We are feeling the Kurosawa. There we go. Blomkamp versus Farhadi. You know what? Blomkamp might win this one, and if he does, that would be a bit of a shame because he doesn't deserve to. But you know, you guys like what you like. So for this one, let's do an A or B. A or B. Let's A or B. Going for 1B. Gone for an A. Gone for another A. Okay. Any B's? Any B's out there want to defend Mr. Blomkamp? Cohen, you are a traitor to South Africa. Absolute traitor. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay then. It's gonna be Afghar Vahali. Bergman versus Michel Haneke. So let's go for H or a B on this one. Now, Igmar Bergman and Haneke, that is a matchup. That is a hell of a matchup, honestly. Wow. We got H. Any more H's? Any B's? Just give me a couple more H's and then we can move on. I think we got 1B, is it? Got 2 H's and get one more, and then I'm going to move on to the next one. And we got another one. There we go. Wonko Y versus Bergman. We've got B again. B versus W. Wonko Y of films that people have mentioned already, like In the Mood for Love and Chungking Express. And you got Bergman, who undoubtedly is one of the greatest filmmakers there's ever been on the history of. For me, Bergman wins this one hands down, but I'll let you guys decide. W or B? We've got 2 B's, 1 more B, and then we'll move on. Who's going to vote for the B? There we go. Shang Jimo versus Wonko Y. This one's a bit tighter. So if anyone's seen Hero, starring Jet Li, Donnie Yen, great film. It's basically the retelling of Rashomon, which is a Kurosawa film, but with lots of kick-ass scenes and beautiful cinematography from Christopher Doyle. And you know what? They've got something in common because Christopher Doyle is the cinematographer for Wonko Y. And he only worked with Zhang Yimou on one film, I believe, which was Hero. So we've got a bit of a thing there. We have ZZZ. Wow. We only got one person for one call. Why? Sagnik, in a weird way, I'm inclined to agree with you, but I do prefer the work of Zhang Yimou. Peter Weir versus Shane Meadows. Nice matchup. I've not seen Shane Meadows work before. He only made it through this round because I clicked on him by mistake. I won't do that again. Oh, look, I did it by mistake again. Shit. Sorry. Rossellini versus Peter Weir. Rossellini versus Peter Weir. P or R? One P. Got two P's. Can I get three P's? Go on, give me a 3P. There we go, 3Ps. Truffaut versus Rossellini. Again, I don't think many people know Rossellini's. Oh, Chris, you know Rossellini's work. Okay. Hello, Chris. I think you DM me yesterday, Chris. Was it you? But if it was, nice to meet you. Face to face, or my face to your face, or my face to, doesn't matter. Loads of R's here. 1, 2 R's and 1 T. Although Sagnik, you're cheating. You put T twice. Got another T. Got 3 T's. Chris, great to see you again. RR. We got 3 T's. Okay, we're gonna go for Truffaut. Sergio Leone versus Godard. I mean, I think I know how this one's going to go. I believe you guys are going to vote for Sergio Leone in most rounds because, you know, Sergio Leone and Godard. Oh, got a G here. Got 1, 2, got another L. What else we got? Got loads of L's. Loads of L's. Oh, Godard. Okay, we've got 1, 2 Godards. 3 Leone. Come on. Anyone else going to vote for Godard? Because if you do, then that will be 3-3, and I'll have to jump in and make the deciding vote. So anyone else going to vote for Godard, or anyone going to vote for Leone? Then it will just kill this game. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's over already. Leone, Alejandro Emnenaba. If you just joined the chat, we're doing the number 1. We're doing like a tier list for the best foreign filmmakers ever. Again, I don't like the term foreign filmmakers, but that's what we're doing. And Alejandro Emnaba did some films like The Others and The Sea Inside. And he also did a film I've been trying to remember. It's with Penelope Cruz. I think he did this film. Penelope Cruz, and it's like the original of Vanilla Sky. Open Your Eyes, that's it. A or G in the chat. A or G. Hambre los Arjos. Did I say that correctly? Didn't say it correctly, did I? A or G. We got 1, 2 G's. 2 G's or 3 G's? Grail, is that a G? I think it is. Got loads of G's. Godard. Right, Billy Wilder versus Amnabar. Now, I think Billy Wilder shouldn't be on this list, personally. He's at the time he made his best work, he's basically just American. So, if we're saying foreign film, then I don't think Billy Wilder should be on here. But if he is on here, then he should be one of the top people on this list because his work is just amazing. 1, 2. 1, 2. Any more for Billy Wilder? Any more? Thank you very much, The Rodent. Hit the like button, people. We're all having fun here. This is beautiful. We're all having fun. We all know each other. We're having fun. It's an amazing experience, and it's a shared experience. So hit the like button. 1, 2. Any more for Billy Wilder? Although we have 1 vote for Alejandro here. Any more Billy Wilder? Just 1 more for Billy Wilder, and then we move on. Jishim Traya. Jishim Traya is Swedish as well. I don't know. We didn't miss out. If we are missing out on any names, we're missing out on the guy who did tour de force, whose name escapes me right now. We are definitely missing Thomas Vinterberg. He should definitely be on this list. Probably missing the other Danish director. Is he Danish? Yeah, probably missing the other Danish director who made Melancholy. We're missing loads of people. Marcus, have you watched Abbas Kiarostami? I have not, Frank, but he's an Iranian director as well, right? Right, so we've gone for Billy Wilder here. Next one is Alfonso Cuarón versus Paul Verhoeven. I like this one. This is a sexy one. This is a sexy one because they're both essentially Hollywood filmmakers. They're both essentially very good at their craft. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Verhoeven. Okay, straight out the bat. Straight out the bat with Verhoeven, Roden. What else are we going to do? Cuarón. Yeah, Frank, this is a hell of a matchup. I'm liking this one. This one's got me excited. You guys can probably tell. I'm getting really excited here with these two. This is a real good matchup. So Verhoeven or Paul? Kerwin, you're going to keep voting for Paul Verhoeven, aren't you? 1, 2, 3 Verhoeven, 4 Verhoeven. Okay, Verhoeven wins. Bit of a shit matchup. Park Chan-wook versus Alfonso Cuarón. If you guys vote for Alfonso Cuarón versus Park Chan-wook, that's crazy. Crazy. I love Children of Men. It's one of the best films of the 2000s. Is that film called Moon? It's not called Moon. Moon's the one with Sam Rockwell. What's the one with Sandra Bullock and George Clooney? What's that one called? Gravity. That's the one. Gravity. But anyway, say type A or type P, and we shall decide who wins this one. A or P, please. A or P. Got 1 P, got 1 A, got another A, got another A. Give me one more A, and then we are gravy. I can't believe that you guys are voting for Alfonso Cuarón over Park Chan-wook. That's crazy. Mackie. You remember me? Mackie. Were you here before, Mackie? Okay, A, B. We're going to go for Alfonso Cuarón. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy. That's the first one I have. Maybe the second one I've got to go. That's a little bit wild. Del Toro versus Park Chan-wook. D or P? Well, hello again, Mackie. Good to see you. We are doing a tier list of the best foreign filmmakers of all time. So jump in and put your vote in. Guys, if you also, I'm not going to get you to rate your day or your mood out of 10 because I normally do that at the beginning, but I might be here next Thursday or I might be here on the weekend, probably next Thursday, maybe the weekend, who knows. And we can do it then. Just come on time. I've kind of done this like a last minute impromptu stream. So I don't blame you for not knowing this was going to be here. But anyway, let me shut the F up and let's get on with this. D, and D. I see a couple of P's there. Is everyone saying that Guillermo del Toro is better than Park Chan-wook? You guys are smoking some good shit. If you think that he's better than Park Chan-wook, you're smoking some good shit. I gotta have some of that shit you guys are smoking because, wow. I mean, this Park Chan-wook is like top 5. No, not top 10. Maybe not top 10, but he's better than Del Toro. But anyway, Del Toro wins this one. Right. If I see anyone vote for Edgar Wright ahead of Park Chan-wook, I am gonna have an aneurysm right here on a live stream. They get loads of views. So E or P? What's it going to be? E or P? I love this. Filmmakers are still studying. Yeah, that's me. That is me. I wouldn't sit and study many filmmakers' work, but my God, his work is amazing. A, E or P? The rodent. Oh, Lord. P. We've got loads of P's. There we go. P. Done. I know that Edgar Wright's going to win this one, but really he shouldn't win this one. But in fairness, I've not seen any of Sajid Ray's films as well, so I would have to vote for Edgar Wright myself. But yeah. What are we doing? We're going to go for E or we're going to go for S, guys? E or S? What's it going to be? E again. Is it going to be E? We've got 1, 2 E's, one more, and then we're gonna choose Edgar Wright. Oh, we've got 2 S's. 2 Franks, 2 S's. We've got 3 S's. We've got 3 E's. We've got one more, and then we can have a winner here. So we've got 3 apiece. Just one more. Oh, E, Chris, yeah, ruined it. Yeah. Oh, Sagnick, you can't cheat. You can't do more than 1 S. Edgar Wright won that one. Maselli versus, I'm not going to bother with this Maselli person. Sajid Ray wins that one. Besson, Luc Besson, Leon, Valerian, masterpiece of a film. And Fifth Element, masterpiece of a film. And La Femme Nikita, beautiful film against Maselli. Not even going to bother. Who is Maselli? That's your fault, Sagnick. Villeneuve versus Bong Joon-ho. This one gets me excited too. I was going to say something else there, but do not want to get cancelled. But what are we voting for here, guys? V or B? This is a juicy one, isn't it? They're both foreign filmmakers who have decided to go into American filmmaking. I don't think Villeneuve would ever make a Canadian film ever again, whereas I can imagine Bong Joon-ho's next project will definitely be something Korean. What are we doing here? Are we doing a B or are we doing a V? See you in a bit, the rodent. V. Really? Villeneuve beats Bong Joon-ho. Okay. Okay. Really? I mean, I love Villeneuve. It's a really good one, actually. Anyway, Villeneuve's gone. Wim Wenders versus Bong Joon-ho. B versus W. So type B or type W in the chat. And then we'll decide who wins. Well, you'll decide who wins with your votes. I'll just press the button. Pretty lazy, really. B. We've got 1 W, but mainly we got B's here. So Bong Joon-ho wins this. How many more have we got? Oh my God, we're not even halfway through. You have to speed up. W versus W. That's not going to work. Let's do W versus P. So Wolfgang Petersen versus Wenders, both German filmmakers. What are we doing? P or W? P or W? What's it going to be? We have Wenders. Is that 2 Wenders? We've got 2 Wenders. Got 1 P. Ooh, 1, 2, 3 P's. 1, 2, 3 W's. Another P. Any other W's? Any other W's? Or are we going to go for the P? We're going to go for another P. Amazing. Miyazaki versus Wenders. Now, I thought Miyazaki might be winning, but I think he believes he's only won once. And also, guys, I have to say, you're very sexist. You're very, very sexist. I've been accused of being sexist on my channel because I put a post up. I put a poll up that said, who's a better actor? Gal Gadot, Sydney Sweeney, a Pickaxe, or extra number 56 in a disaster movie. And I was accused by a few people of being sexist because apparently a Pickaxe has a gender, and apparently extra number 455 has a gender as well. So, but you guys are really the sexist ones here because you've not put any female filmmakers, put no black filmmakers and no female filmmakers on this list, which is a travesty. Absolute travesty. You're sexist and racist at the same time. All of you. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. How very dare you? Extremely offensive. W versus M. Yeah, the Pickaxe is not female or male. It's just non-binary. So yeah, I was being sexist. Miyazaki or Miyazaki? Surrealism. What's the difference? That's not me being racist. I just don't know the difference between the two. It probably says more about my knowledge of anime than anything else. So are we going for Miyazaki on this one? Yes, we are. Cool. Vendors versus Inaratu. Inaratu versus Vin Vendors. So put I or W. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Probably another 10 more of these and we're done. We'll be done. I versus W. It wouldn't, unfortunately, the rodent. You're just a racist sexist. I versus W. I wins. Haneke versus Kua. Oh, this one's juicy. This is a juicy one. Oh, Lord. This is a juicy, juicy one. I want to see your H's or your Q's. Not Q's, your K's. Kurosawa versus Hanaka. Now, I personally would choose Hanaka, but I do love Kurosawa. And I would say when I was... Oh, shit. Can I undo that? Yeah, can I do it? Okay, cool. I would say when I was younger, Kurosawa was a huge influence on me as a writer, filmmaker. As I've got older, Haneke is more of an influence. K. Okay, cool. Wasn't much of a battle, so he won anyway, so I didn't have to undo it. Haneke versus Fahadi. Haneke versus Fahadi. The funny thing about Kurosawa and Haneke, which is just glorious, is that's the absolute polar opposites of filmmakers. But I know that Haneke would definitely respect Kurosawa's work, but they're just polar opposites. Kurosawa relied on camera work and surrealism and music and everything, like really hammered into it, which influenced Steven Spielberg and George Lucas. But Haneke hates Spielberg's work. Just very interesting. Very interesting. A bit of a nuance there. Right. H or F? And H wins this one. Bergman versus Fahadi. Now, I think Fahadi is a huge victim of not many people seeing his work. And that includes myself. So I would choose Bergman here because I've seen Bergman's work, but I haven't seen Fahadi's work. H, although A Separation is a great film, I've not seen it. H. We're not doing H though, are we? We're doing B. So B, we got 1, 2, B. Any more Bs? Any more Bs out there, guys? Any more Bs? We need all the Bs we can get. 1, 2, 3 Bs. Lovely. Okay, if you don't know who Zhang Jimmo here is, he did Hero and House of Flying Daggers. He's up against Hadi. What are we going to do about that? Are we going to do a Z or an A? Z or A? Hit me up. Also, if you just joined, you're enjoying yourself, hit the like button, please. It takes about 2 seconds. Honestly, it helps the channel to grow. And that would be fantastic. Whoa, loads of Z's. Loads of Z's. One Call Y versus Fahadi. Are we just going to do W's here? Are we going to hit the W? What are we going to do with that? W or A, guys? Then thank you for hitting the like button as well. Appreciate that. W or A? One Call Y versus Asghar Fahadi. W, lovely. Done. Sergio Leone versus Shane Meadows. Now, so far, Shane Meadows has unfortunately made it through because I hit his name by mistake a couple of times. So I'm going to just avoid doing that this time. And that allows him to have a fair battle against Sergio Leone. Oh, did it again. Sorry. Right. Peter Weir versus Leone. Peter Weir versus Leone. Bit of a matchup here. Bit of a difficult matchup, maybe. W versus L. What's it going to be? LLLL. Lovely. Godard versus Peter Weir, the originator of one of the originators of French New Wave, versus Australian director who's made loads of damn good movies, including, you guys told me this, that film with Robin Williams, who's I can't remember, Ethan Hawke and Robin Williams. Godard, Peter Weir, PG. This is a bit of a tough one. PPW. Ooh, is that Dead Poet Society? That's the one. Dead Poet Society. That's the one. 1, 2. I see 2. It's 2 against 2. 2-on-2. Kerwin's slammed the vote there. So there we go. Truffaut. Oh, French New Wave. We have a French New Wave matchup. If you understand the works of Truffaut, 400 Blows against Godard, which is Breathless. I preferred Breathless. I liked 400 Blows, but didn't love it. So, what's it going to be? Is it going to be T or G? T or G? This is a hell of a matchup, guys. This might be the best matchup so far. The originators of French New Wave. Truffaut versus Godard. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 for Godard. 1 for Truffaut. Anyone else? Nope. Okay, Godard wins that. Billy Wilder versus Truffaut. Billy Wilder did Sunset Boulevard, which is one of the greatest films ever made. Also did The Apartment, which is another one of the greatest films ever made. And Truffaut did 400 Blows. What's it going to be? W or T? Got 1, 2. W on the Wilder. Any T's here? Anyone got any T's or W? There we go. Wilder wins that one. Alejandro Enmelbal versus Truffaut. Enmelbal did Open Your Eyes, and he did The Others, and he did The Sea Inside, and he probably shouldn't be on this list, but those films are really good, like really, really good. So maybe you should. Sagnick. I think I effed up, and I don't think Tarkovsky's on here because I've not seen him so far. TTT. We have a double A here. And we have another A. Okay, we need one more vote, and then we can move on. We have 2 A's and 2 T's. Any more A's? Any more T's? Any more A's or T's? Any more T's or A's? Yeah, sorry, Stagnick. Okay, I'm going to jump in with the vote here because I'm actually going to go for this one. There we go. Oh, damn it. Sorry, Stagnick. Missed that one. Martin Campbell versus Truffaut. Listen, I love Martin Campbell. I love Casino Royale. I love GoldenEye. I love that film that's named, I can't remember, with the Thomas Crown Affair. But I got to go for Truffaut. So if you guys disagree, then I see a C here from Chris. I see a T from Stagnick. I see a T from Frank. 2 more T's, and then we are on the Truffaut ride. If not, I need some more C's. There we go. Truffaut. Rossellini versus Martin Campbell. Again, I don't really know the work of Rossellini, so if you want to vote for Martin Campbell, feel free to do so. In the meantime, I'm going to put this on screen. Hit the like button, guys, if you just joined. If you don't know what's going on, we're doing a tier list. Not even a tier list. It's like a shootout of all the best foreign filmmakers of all time. And this stream has been going on for nearly 3 hours. So take that. We've got, Martin Campbell versus Rossellini. Okay, Martin Campbell wins. Villeneuve versus Paul Verhoeven. Okay, so all those people who've been voting for Paul Verhoeven since day one, maybe now you're going to change your mind. So P or V in the comments. Villeneuve or Verhoeven? Verhoeven of RoboCop fame. Villeneuve of Arrival, In Sundays, Dune, Prisoners. So let's go for a P or V. I've got. Ooh, what do you mean? I thought when you said this, I thought you actually physically grew up with this person, but you didn't. I know what you mean. You grew up with these films. P P D P. Got one D. Got loads of P's. Got Denise. One P and D. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Oh, this is confusing. Another V. This is very confusing, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I right? 4 for Denise, and then for Verhoeven, got 1, 2, 3. I think that's right. Okay, there you go. Villeneuve. Bong Joon-ho versus Paul Verhoeven. Now, you guys have put loads of disrespect on Bong Joon-ho so far. So much disrespect. I want that to change right now. Put your B's in the chat. Don't have Paul Verhoeven beat Bong Joon-ho. Come on, guys. Come on. We've got 1, 2. So Paul Verhoeven's got 3 so far. See you around. Is it Kel? Keel. See you around, Keel. Nice to finally meet you. Paul Verhoeven again. You guys are really going to let Paul Verhoeven beat Bong Joon-ho? That's wild. Okay. Alfonso Cuarón versus Bong Joon-ho. I think I know where this one's going to go. C or B, please. I think you're going to go for Alfonso Cuarón. If that's what you're going to do, that's what you're going to do. The disrespect on Bong Joon-ho is wild. Wild. You're still here. Okay, sorry. You know what? Because I misread that. Bong Joon-ho probably won that last round. Okay, B. Any more B's? Any more B's? Any more B's? Any more B's? Got 1, 2 B. Okay, cool. That's enough for me. And we got Wolfgang Peterson versus Alfonso Cuarón. I would say Alfonso Cuarón destroys Wolfgang Peterson. I love Troy. Das Boot is brilliant. If you've not seen it, definitely his best film. But A or W in the chat. Let me know. A or W. What's it gonna be? Whoa, dude. Okay, D or W? D or W? Del Toro or Wolfgang? Oh, got 1, 2 Ds, 3 Ws. Any other? Okay, 3 Ds, 3 Ws. Any others? Any other Ws? Any other Ds? Got a bit of a tie here. Is anyone going to break the tie? Okay. Wolfgang, that was a really tight one. Miyazaki versus Del Toro. Oh, Sagnick, you were too late there. Miyazaki versus Del Toro. W. That would have been a draw anyway, so. But, you know, they'll come back around. Don't worry. Del Toro versus Miyazaki. We got 1M, 2M, 3M. There we go. Go straight. Inarritu versus Del Toro. The battle of the Mexican directors. D or Inarritu. So I or D. I or D in the chat. Also, if you just joined, doing the best foreign filmmakers ever, quite near the end now. It's going to be so interesting to see what this tier list comes up with. If you've not hit the like button, please do. It helps the channel. I'd like some help. Why not? Who doesn't like help? Everyone loves help. So hit the like button. In the meantime, we have D, 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 2 eyes. Really? Okay. I think Inaratu is better, but sure. Park Chan-wook versus Inaratu. P or I. So to speed this up, as soon as I see three for one person, I am gonna just put the persons forward. So as soon as I see 3 for one person, so I've seen P, P, there we go, 3 Ps. Edgar Wright versus Inaratu, E or I. As soon as I see a 3 E's or 3 I's, person goes through. So you got 1, 2. There we go. Inaratu has made it through. Vendors, Edgar Wright. W or E. As soon as I see 3 E's, Edgar Wright goes through. 3 W's, Vin Vendors goes through. Got 1 E. One, two, 3, 4. Oh, this is a tricky one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Vin Vendors. John Woo versus Edgar Wright. Same thing again. No, let's change it up so it makes it easy for me. So J or E, please. As soon as I see 3. As soon as I see 3, this is a good matchup as well. I'd say this is about the same level. J. Okay. Kitano versus Edgar Wright. Kitano of Hanabai Zatoshi. Good filmmaker, very good filmmaker, and Edgar Wright of Edgar Wright. So let's go for K and E. As soon as I see 3, the person wins. I've seen 1 E, 2 E's. Is it going to be 3 E's? Is Edgar Wright going to get in there? See a K? See a T? Okay, so you guys are going for T's as well. So in that case, I think he gets in. Lang versus Edgar Wright. Fritz Lang versus Edgar Wright. So again, L or E. Is Edgar Wright going to win any of these rounds? This is his big chance. No. Fritz Lang destroys him. Shane Meadows versus Kurosawa. Now, every time Shane Meadows has come up so far, unfortunately, I've, by mistake, hit his name. Each and every time I've done it. And I don't know why I keep making that mistake, but you guys have definitely voted for Kurosawa. So I think I should stop making that mistake, and I'm going to go for Kurosawa. Michelle Haneke versus Shane Meadows. M or S? M or S? And I'm going to be fair. I'm not going to hit Shane Meadows. Again, I'm not even seeing the guy's work. I'm just being a bit of a dick. So, M or S? M or S? Yep. I have you right. Bergman or Shane Meadows? I really want to help Shane Meadows here. Again, I've not seen his work, but just he's a bit of a hide into nothing here. So really want to help him. But B or S? C. If I see 3 B's, it's game over for Shane Meadows. There we go. Zhang Jimo or Shane Meadows. So Z or Shane or S for Shane. 3 Z's. He is gone. 3 S's. Okay, I see 2. That's enough for me. One call Y versus Shane Meadows. Shane Meadows is getting his ass kicked here. Is anyone going to help out Shane Meadows? I just need like 3 S's and then Shane Meadows wins. Is One call Y going to get beaten by Shane Meadows? Got 1 W, 2 W. Oh, here we go. 1 for Shane. No, all right, he's gone. Afghan Farhani is getting absolutely whooped. He's getting absolutely whooped. You know why he's getting whooped? Because I cheated and I kept voting for him by mistake. So now he's getting his ass whooped. A or S, guys? Got 1 S or 2 S's. What's going on here? We have okay. All right. Get his ass whooped again. Okay, come on. Right. He's got a chance now. Shane Meadows versus Blomkamp. S or B? He's got a chance. Come on. Come on, guys. Got a B. Maybe Kerwin will finally vote for his countryman. Got a Shane again. Got a B. Oh, he's lost again. Oh, Lord. Oh, wow. You know what? Cohen still didn't vote for his countryman. That's disgraceful. Oh, my God. He's fine. Ooh. Now we're getting down to the meat and potatoes. This is going to be a thrill ride, isn't it? This is going to be all the big names now. You guys have worked hard for this. You deserve this. Villeneuve versus Kurosawa. Villeneuve versus Kurosawa. Crazy. V or K? I like this one. I'm going to take my time with this one. I'm not going to go straight for threes. So take your time. Don't feel rushed. What's it going to be? I'm seeing loads of Ks. 1, 2, 3. Oh, God. If you guys are not from the UK, you probably won't get the irony of that joke. Shane Meadows joke there. Got a D here. Got only one D. Yeah, I would say so as well. Kurosawa's better than Denis Villeneuve. I love Denis Villeneuve, but come on. Haneke versus Villeneuve. This is the one. This is juicy. What's it going to be, guys? Villeneuve versus Haneke. V. Really? Really? You think Villeneuve's better than Haneke? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's wild. You guys have been showing awful disrespect to Bun Joon-ho, but to show it to Michael Haneke, to say Villeneuve's better than him, that's wild. Paul Verhoeven versus Haneke. Don't you dare. I know why, guys. I know you've not seen Haneke's work. I get it. You can't vote for him. You've seen Verhoeven's work. I get it. Starship Troopers, RoboCop, but honestly, when you do finally watch his work, you're going to be like, why the hell back on the 29th of May did I vote for bloody Verhoeven over Michel Haneke? I must have been smoking some good budge to be. You're gonna have visions of terror when you actually finally watch his work. Honestly, it's a joke. Yeah, I mean, there is Basic Instinct. So maybe that's a good argument, actually. Haneke, I need a P or a H, and you guys have you've gone for Verhoeven. Okay, Haneke versus two disrespected people. Who's going to get the least disrespect? Who's going to get the least disrespect? I need an M or B, please. An M or B. Who's going to get the least disrespect? Got B, or H, M, B again. So I guess Bunja or M again. So it's equal right now, I think, unless anyone thinks differently. I think it's, 1, 2, 3 against 1, 2, 3. I need some deciding votes here, guys. I need some deciding votes. I think I just disappeared as well, did I? What is going on? Uh, 4-4. Is it 4-4? Bunjo. If you just joined the stream, we are doing the best foreign filmmakers of all time. Again, hate that expression, But that's what we're doing. We've spoken about Thunderbolts that lasted for about 10 minutes. It was boring. Everyone got bored by that. We then did a Mission Impossible tier list, which came to fruition with some. You guys were undefeated on that. You absolutely tiered that perfectly. We're now doing this best foreign filmmakers ever. Can you hit the like button? I only see 23 likes. Now, that's impossible because there's been about 100 people in there. That's so poor. Hit the like button, people. Come on. I've been doing this for 2 hours and 45 minutes. And I get just, 23 likes? That's so poor. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I'm going to have to break the tie. So Haneke wins. Bergman versus Bong Joon-ho. Now, if you want to disrespect Bong Joon-ho now, then go for it. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with you disrespecting him now because we now have the heavyweight that is Bergman. B or H, please, in the chat. Person who gets to 5 quickest wins. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I need. So if you type in H as opposed to B, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 for H. Any others? 1, 2, 3, and person to 5. First person to 5. 1, 2, 3 H's. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, 4 H's. 4 H's. Just need one more H, and then Bong Joon-ho finally wins something. And if I get one more B, then it'll be for Bergman. One more H or one more. There we go. From Anchovy Hopkins. Good to see you again, Anchovy. There you go. Alfonso Cuarón versus Bergman. You're not going to vote. You're not going to vote Alfonso Cuarón over Bergman. That's crazy. That's crazy. Crazy. No chance. So I want a first person to 5, Bergman or Alfonso. So B or A, please. B or A. First person to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Yep, there we go. Bergman wins that one. Jen Jimo versus Alfonso Cuarón. We will have A or a Z, please. A or Z. First person, I'm going to go for 3 on this one because they're not very popular names. I'm going to go for a Z or A. Z or A. And it's 3 this time. And we've got 1, 2 A's, 1, 2 Z's, one more, and then the person wins. What's it going to be? Who's it going to be? And it is Alfonso Cuarón. Wolfgang Peterson versus Zhang Jimo. So this is a bit of a closer matchup. I'm going to go to, because they're not like heavyweight names, I'm going to go for 3 this one. So let's go for W or Z. W or Z. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? What you gonna be? What you gonna be, people? Got 1 Z. Got W's. Got W galore. Wolfgang Peterson wins that. Miyazaki. So let's go for M and Z. And I will. This one's a bit closer. So let's go for 5 on this one. Miyazaki or Yimo. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 M's. And 2 more Z's. Oh, 1, 2, 3 M's. 1 more, 2 more from each, and they will win. What's it gonna be? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Is Frank? Is that a Z for this one? Because that would be 4, and I just need 1 more. 1 more Z or 2 more. Oh, it's 3 and 3. Okay, cool. So just need 2 more. 2 more on either scale. You know what? Fuck it. Just 1 more. 1 more. Z or M, and then that person will win. Just 1 more, peeps. 1 more. 1 more. That's all it's going to take. Okay, Z. Beautiful. Awesome. One Call Y versus Miyazaki. Go W or M. I'm going to go for 3 on this one. because, again, not so popular. 1, 2, 3. We've got W. Okay, we've got 3 M's, and we have got 4 M's, and we've got 1 Z. Del Toro versus One Call Y. This is an interesting one. Let's do this one. So we got D or W, please. D or W. What's it going to be? First person to 3. D or W. Got 2 Ds and we got so many W's. We've got 3. Oh. I'm going to go for a One Call Y on that one. Okay. Afghar Farhadi versus Del Toro. A or D? A or D? D, 3, 4 Ds, and Del Toro goes through. Park Chan-wook versus... Okay, I don't want to see any disrespect. I want some Park Chan-wook love. I want some Careless Whispers love for my Park Chan-wook. Give him some of that George Michael love, or I'm stopping the stream. 1, 2, 3... There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's that George Michael in the toilet in the 90s love that I was looking for. Thank you very much. In the Natu versus Afghar Farhadi. We're going to go for A or I. A or I. And we're going to go for 3 again. So first person to 3 gets in. Not even a battle. Just got eliminated. Just absolutely eliminated. This feels like a Shane Meadows repeat. I can see what's going to happen here. Vendors versus Afghar Farhadi. W versus A. W versus A. Revenant was trash. Oh, there's some A's here. The Revenant was silly. It was very silly. 1, 2, 1, 2. One more for either one, and that person will win. Just one more. Just one more. Go on. Someone can do it. I know they're not very popular names, so probably you're thinking, but someone needs to win. There we go. Vendors. Oh, but Hardy's getting absolutely annihilated here. He knows how Shane Meadows felt like 10 minutes ago. John Woo versus such a crazy matchup. Give me 3 votes. We're done. J or A? J. Yep. I mean, I personally wouldn't vote for John Woo, but that's all good. Kitano versus Vahadi. So we will go for T or A. Just get 3. Give me 3. Give me 3. Then we roll dice. Give me 3. And then we cash out. There we go. Fritz Lang versus Farhadi. I want to know, you guys have been voting for Fritz Lang so much. I want to know if anyone's actually seen Fritz Lang's work. So I want to know, because this might be the vote of the least seen people ever. This vote here, Lang versus Farhadi. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Lang. Okay, and no one's seen his work. Okay, so Edgar Wright versus Farhadi. Okay, Edgar Wright's gonna probably win this one. So E versus A. E versus A. I'm gonna go for let's go for 5 on this one. His name makes me feel pretentious. I mean, I've seen many films. I know a lot about films, but I've never seen a Fritz Lang film. So, okay. So what No, Fahadi did not win that. Wow. Finally got out of jail. Blomkamp, this is a perfect matchup. Blomkamp versus Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright needs to win this one. Can he win this one? E or B? E. Whoa, whoa. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright won, just about won, because Segnet got in. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I seeing 5 for Blomkamp? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Blomkamp. Oh, Cohen finally voted for his countryman in his hour of need because he was about to get trounced by Edgar Wright. Blomkamp made it through. This is the one. Now, this, I can't remember who suggested Shane Meadows and who suggested Edgar Wright. Which one of you two people, or was it the same person, said they wanted Edgar Wright and Shane Meadows? And I was like, I'm not sure. Shane Meadows, yeah, but Edgar Wright's a bit Hollywood, isn't he? This is the moment we've all been waiting for. I'm going to take my time with this vote. This is what you get. This is what you get. This is the big one. This is like Jean-Claude Van Damme doing roundhouse kicks against someone like Sylvester Stallone with machine guns. This is beautiful. This is what I wanted from day one. S versus E in the chat. We got 1, 2 E's, 3 E's, 1, 2 for Shane Meadows, another one, 4, 5 for Shane Meadows. Edgar Wright is 1, 2, 3. Is that 1, 2, 3 for Edgar Wright? Ooh. Am I right? Am I wrong? Shane Meadows again. Cohen. Okay. Sergio Leone versus Edgar Wright. First to 3. First to 3. I know what's going to happen now. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. If you just joined, hit the like button, please. We've been doing this for 3 hours. We're doing a tier list of... This is actually a pre-recorded and you're watching this pre-recorded for 3 hours and you're hearing me just say the same thing over and over again, I do apologize, but it has to be done. LLL, Leone wins. Peter Weir versus Edgar Wright. This is a good matchup, but I fear for Edgar Wright here. P versus E, please. Also, if you just joined, hit the like button on your way in. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. I truly do. Because I can't sit here with 23 likes. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. P. Okay, loads of P. It's like a P factory. Godard versus Edgar Wright. The godfather of French New Wave versus the man who made Shaun of the Dead. So take that any way you wish. G versus E. And we have 3 for Godard. Lovely. Wilder versus Edgar Wright. Billy Wilder, one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, responsible for such beautiful, awesome films like 1950s Sunset Boulevard, one of the most ambitiously beautiful, glorious films of all time. He also made Double Indemnity, one of the first ever film noir films, one of the best ever film noir films. He also made The Apartment, starring Jack Lemmon and Shelley Winters, I believe. Just an amazing. Fred Gawain as well. 1960, black and white, glorious. One of the great films about platonic relationships. Beautiful. And then we've got Edgar Wright, who made Shaun of the Dead. So, yeah. And I think he won that one. Alejandro and Edgar Wright's getting destroyed. I'm loving this. We're nearly finished, actually, guys, because I can see this little thing at the top here, the progress bar. So we're going to have our results pretty soon. Alejandro versus, we'll do A versus E. We have 3A, so Alejandro has won that one. You guys do not like Edgar Wright, do you? Truffaut versus Edgar Wright. Now he's got a chance. 400 blows. Truffaut, one of the godfathers of French New Wave cinema. French New Wave was started by Godard, Truffaut, and they were film critics. And they were like, people are making really bad films in France. They're trying to copy Hollywood. So we're going to do our own thing. We're going to reinvent the wheel. We're going to do different kinds of editing. And then they made 400 Blows and Breathless and so many other great films. And then Hollywood started to copy them. And then we got Edgar Wright, who made Shaun of the Dead. So who are we voting for? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 for Edgar Wright. He got beaten again. Martin Campbell. Okay, maybe this one will be more fun. Martin Campbell, as you can probably see on the progress bar, this looks like it's like now calculating all the worst people because we're just getting really random names come up. So Martin Campbell versus Edgar Wright. M versus E. First to 3. I actually think Edgar Wright should win this one. You guys have voted for Martin Campbell. Okay. Rossellini, who again, I don't know any of Rossellini's work, versus Edgar Wright. Surely the man who made Shaun of the Dead gets the vote. E versus R. I see 3 E's. Anyone going to vote for Rossellini or? No, Edgar Wright. Okay. Sajid Ray versus Rossellini. I've not seen any of these two people's work. I do know a little bit about Sajid Ray. He's a Bengali Indian filmmaker who's very prominent in the 40s and 50s. Martin Scorsese loves him. In fact, all the classic filmmakers love him. And I think he just won this vote. Luc Besson, Leon, Valerian, Fifth Element, Le Femme Nikita, The Big Blue, and Rossellini, who no one knows who that is. So I'm seeing loads of art here. No, that's for Ray. So Rossellini versus Besson. Besson wins that. Maselli versus Rossellini. The 2 filmmakers we know the least about. Of like, this is just flip a coin, isn't it? I'm not even going to bother here because you guys don't know who any of these people are. So I'm going to go for Rossellini because I've heard of him. There we go. We have got our tier list. Right. I love this tier list because it's more mathematical than how we used to do our tier list last year. So if you can see this on your screen, we have got Kurosawa, Villeneuve, Paul Verhoeven, Michel Haneke, Bong Joon-ho. Let me see. I'm just reading the names. How's Paul Verhoeven number 3, guys? What have we done? 3rd best foreign filmmaker ever, Paul Verhoeven. Oh my Lord. Oh Lord. That's making me a little bit dizzy. I can't get around that. Let me just have a little drink. You know, I have to have a little moment to myself because Paul Verhoeven is the 3rd best filmmaker ever. That is trash.
Hey, those little creeps are sure ugly.
Oh yeah, I'll show you ugly.
That's what I think about that choice. Shocking. Michel Haneke. That's only because of me as well, because you guys were giving some big disrespect to Bong. How's Bong Joon-ho made it to number 5? Because you guys were giving some massive disrespect to Bong Joon-ho. Bergman should be higher. Here's what I think. I think Kurosawa is fine to be number 1. I think Bergman should probably be number 2. Alfonso Cuarón should not be that high. Wolfgang Petersen should 100% not be that high. Shouldn't even be on this list. Yang Jimmo should not be anywhere near this list. Hayato Miyazaki, don't know much about his work, but yeah, he should be on this list. Wong Kar-wai should probably be around about here. That's probably fair. Del Toro should probably be further down. Park Chan-wook should be all the way up here above Bong Joon-ho. So I don't know how that's happened. Wong Kar-wai should be probably around about. I've done that run already. John Woo shouldn't be on this list. Wim Wenders should be probably where he is. In Ratu, maybe a bit higher, but I'm not too fussed about that one. Kitano, probably roundabout there, or maybe even lower, to be honest with you. Fritz Lang, very important filmmaker, but I wouldn't say he has the filmography to back that up. So probably there's good. Afghar Fahadi, I've not seen the work, but that seems ridiculously low. Blomkamp should not be on this list at all. Shane Meadows should be on this list, but probably a bit lower. Sergio Leone, how's this happened? Does anyone understand how this has happened? Sergio Leone probably beat everyone, did he not? How did that happen? Am I wrong in saying that he beat everyone? Did you guys not vote for everyone? Who vote for? That's weird. That doesn't make any sense, actually. Peter Weir, yeah, probably lower than that, to be honest with you. Godard should be higher because he's an originator of a style of filmmaking. How many of these filmmakers are originators of styles of filmmaking? That's to say you're an originator of a style of filmmaking is wild. Like Leone is another originator of a style of filmmaking. Wilder shouldn't have been on the list, but since he is on the list, he should be way higher. Should be like third or fourth or third or second or something. Alejandro Mnemba probably should be higher, but honestly, if this was a proper list, we had Thomas Vinterberg on here. If we had the guy who did Force Majeure on here, if we had like some more names, then he would probably be about here-ish. Truffaut should be higher, another originator of French New Wave. Martin Campbell shouldn't even be on this list at all. Edgar Wright shouldn't be on this list. Sayajit Ray should be higher, way higher. Very much an innovator of filmmaking. Luc Besson, I love Luc Besson, part of my childhood, but definitely shouldn't be, probably should be about there or maybe lower. And Rossellini, we knew nothing about him. Maselli, we knew nothing about him either. So, good list, guys. That was beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. Right. I think we're done. That was 3 hours. I think I've done my time. I only came on here to do a tier list of the Mission Impossible films. And you guys convinced me to do something ridiculous. I thought it'd be really short, but no. It was really long. Pause. Guys, if you've not hit the like button, please do. You have been incredible. This whole stream has been about you guys, really. I've not done any work. You guys did all the heavy lifting on this one, and that is down to your genius. I don't agree with your tier list here. Your Mission Impossible tier list was bang on. That is the best Mission Impossible tier list that anyone has ever put together. So you guys deserve top-notch respect for that. This list, I think, I think I messed up. I should have put some more names on here. I think there's some names on here that I should have vetoed. I think there's some names on here that, like Shane Meadows, should not be 21st. Anyway, but that's my fault. But some of these choices, Paul Verhoeven, no, I'm not having that. That's not for me. That's terrible. You guys, that's on you guys. That's on you guys.
You get your fucking hands off me.
That's how I'm feeling right now. That's on you guys. So, yeah, your foreign list was not good, but your Mission Impossible list was fantastic, and you guys are. Shane Meadows is a naughty boy. He did. He hacked the system. Elizabeth Berkley is goated as well. You guys, you a bulla. Yeah, you guys are amazing. I should be putting up a video this weekend. I'll ramble on about something. I don't know. I'll find something to ramble on about. I'll probably have an Andor review of the whole 2 series pretty soon as well. But until we speak again, big love. And yeah. And also, guys, you know, when I might put a little comment on, I might put a little poll on my community page, and then we can vote for what we do next time I have a stream, which might be this weekend or might be next Thursday. We will see. You guys are amazing. Big love, and I'll speak to you soon.